Hello everyone, it's Tommy and welcome back to Stardew Valley Expanded. We are on Spring 11 and I'm excited to get started today. We're going to go ahead and jump right into it. I did take some of your advice. Thank you so much for all the love on the last episode. I zoomed out a little bit. I've had a little bit of an audio shift as well, so if it sounds different, hopefully it's different good. And definitely, like, anything you guys want to change, anything you like, let me know. I will 100% work on it. It's gonna be a little work in progress. I'm not used to playing this game quite yet, but I was editing my episode and I was like, why do I feel like the game is so zoomed in? Me sell hats, okay, Pokey? Come to old house Pokey and bring coins. So that is for the hat mouse, obviously, but we are poor, so that's probably not gonna work out for us. Missing. I lost my favorite axe. If you find it, please return ASAP. I'm having a tough time without it. There's 250 gold in it for whoever finds the thing. And we are experts at this game, so we know exactly where that is, fortunately. I do need to, like, kind of remind myself about what we've got going on here. So, Olivia wants a potato. I think I literally just picked one. Crazy. Reach level 40 in the mines. Build a coop. That is something I would like to get my, like, kind of get going on, but I also really need to upgrade my storage. And then we are missing Queen Sophia. So goals this episode, and obviously we're going to see where life takes us, but I would love to find Sophia. I would love to get a little bit of clearing done on the farm, and we need to go to Pierre's and check for my witch's hat that I lost in the mines, because I can see it in the video, and it really bothered me because that's like totally me. Totally would have been so excited to receive that. I've never gotten that in any of my playthroughs that I've ever done, so that's like, so we will go there very shortly to check that out. Gotta water the crops, of course. And I have been watching some Stardew Valley content just to kind of like keep things fresh on the mind recently, or I guess like refresh myself with the rules. Because a lot of the times when I play like with my friends, it's very casual and I don't think well, it's not that I'm like worried about making a mistake, because like I talked about in the last episode, you really can't make mistakes with this game, but the problem is I don't want to annoy anybody. If I like really don't know what to do with something, or I'm doing something that's like extremely detrimental. So I'm trying to educate myself a little bit. And I have the Stardew Valley, not expanded, the Stardew Valley guidebook, which is awesome. It's, if you don't have it, if you're a fan of this game, it is so phenomenal. Obviously wait until the dog is freaking out. Where is he? Obviously wait until they republish it for version 1.7, because some of the information in the book is about to be wrong inevitably, and I am a little bit bummed about that because I used to use it for like everything, but it's amazing. It comes with like this slip cover over the top that you can take off, and it has everybody's like quick stats on it. So if you want like really quick information, you can just like pull the cover off and look at everything real fast. And then if you want the nitty gritty, actual real details of everything, fishing, crops, profit, literally any questions you have, there's like entire sections of the book that I haven't even attempted to take a look at yet, because it's like parts of the story that I have never gotten to. Like, I've never been to, what is see, I don't even know, the island that you can get to later in this game. Spoilers, there is an island you can get to later in this game. I've never unlocked that. I've never done the casino. I have never gotten the movie theater. Trying to keep the art of fishing alive. I'll pay 90 gold to any fishing enthusiast who catches 3 herring. We can definitely try. I do not like to do the fishing quests, I'm not gonna lie. And this is what I think, fingers crossed everybody, deep breath, this is what I think will have my hat in it. It doesn't. Why did I think this was a lost and found? That is so sad. Maybe there's somewhere else it could possibly pop up. I saw it in editing pop across the screen, and now I've lost my witch's hat, and I'll have to pay for it. I have to go to like the little hat mouse thing and pay for it now. How terrible would that be? Well, it is what it is at this point. Who was it that wanted Olivia? So we don't know where Olivia lives is like problem initially, right? Oh, also, I'm thinking of Claire. Who is Olivia? This whole time I'm thinking that it's Claire that wants this. Oh, I know where Olivia lives. Duh. See, it's been a few days, you guys. I'm so sorry. I've been thinking about, like, Stardew Valley, and then I had, like, this whole life thing that happened. I was supposed to record, and I've got a lot of stuff going on in regular, everyday life, unfortunately, that I won't bore you with. But I was meant to, like, immediately jump into the next episode, and then I couldn't. So if I have a few gaps in memory, I do apologize. Olivia lives with Victor in this crazy house, and I have since learned, whoa, oh my god. I thought for a quick second that that was both of them. What is going on? Is she doing her hair? She's like, I don't know. We're gonna let her be with that one. I thought craziness was happening. I really did. Maybe we'll just swing on back for Olivia on that one. I have since learned that I believe Olivia is Victor's mother. Very disappointing. Yet another character living with their parents and immediately making me feel odd about the situation. But Victor, does Victor not strike you as like slightly older? Because I feel like he does. I don't know why though. We'll see with some of the dialogue. Maybe it's like it's the dialogue in the story for some characters. Like when you romance Sam, you are going to be like, oh, you're younger, right? And so we're gonna roll with it for now. But I am disappointed to hear that that is the case. Now, so we can't do that. What were we gonna go do instead? Can't get the witch's hat. Crops are all planted. I should probably swing up to the community center just for a moment, have a little refresher of what we need to be working on. I know that you can go to it from your menu, like you can do this, but we were already kind of in the area. Oh, that's why I had the potato. It wasn't even for her. So you know what? We're gonna put it in here then. Yeah, that's why I had it on me. I should have made a note of that. And I also should have kept two, but it's okay. Olivia will be just fine without it. She was busy anyway. So there's that. So we still need green beans and cauliflower, which we have planted, and cucumber, which we have planted, I do believe. Now, this little fruit here, an apricot, is one that grows on our farm. So I do want to upgrade my axe. That was something that was on my list. We got to get the animal bundles going, and we're not worried about any of that right now. And then, of course, the mines. Okay, we're back in the swing of things. We know what we want to do. So, what I want to focus on, I think, is I need to earn a little bit of money so that I can afford to upgrade my axe. And hello, Queen. Working a corporate job in the city was a different chapter of my life. You used to work for Joja, isn't that right? Yeah, I used to work there. That's what I thought. Mary Lewis told me. Office job to farmer. What an incredible career change. I worked as a stock trader in my free time, maybe 15 hours a week. You must feel so much freer to not be tied up in a corporate office and able to do the work you love. I'm happy you found your passion, sweetie. That was so nice. What am I gonna make for dinner tonight? See, like, that was so much dialogue considering how little we know of one another. That was so nice to, like, actually, I don't know. It's nice to get to know some of the characters a little bit, the new ones. Even with the original Stardew Valley cast, if you will, I don't know Caroline very well. I don't know Leah very well. There are certain characters that, for one reason or another, I just sort of have not come across very often. Let's put one of these in the ground. Actually, we might as well just do the parsnip because as many potential opportunities to randomly get a gold parsnip as possible. And I swear that it wasn't possible to grow gold parsnips immediately in like your first few batches. So I'm wondering if this is an expanded thing because I already have two and that never happens to me. Someone let me know because I just feel like that never happens. But we are going to take these two get rid of the watering can, get rid of the fishing pole. We need these two. I'd like to go earn some money, and I think the best way that we can do that is by finding like stray gemstones and stuff. So we might want to focus on going to the mines for a little bit, and then I can take that money and upgrade my regular wood axe. Hello, dog. See, he's freaking out about something. I probably locked him up there and didn't clear the area. And then I'll be able to knock down the stumps that are blocking that apricot tree, because I'm a little bit worried that it's not going to last for the season or something like that. I don't really get into trees. I haven't dabbled in the tree department. And so I'm also like, I don't even know if an apricot, is it apricot? Like, why? I feel like I never say that word. Tree. So how's the farming business going? It's parsnip season, isn't it? I never do trees. So I'm not even sure like what the seasons are, how they work. I never really get that far. And the other thing is I need to plant that nectarine tree because I think they take quite a while to grow. And I've realized that the game gave it to me immediately. So I probably should have taken that as a sign to plant it immediately. And I did not. So I need to get that in the ground too, if we can hopefully remember. I do keep going the wrong way. But again, it's a lot of randomness in my life right now. I got a lot going on. I got Stardew Valley ended up on the back burner, which is not great because I was so enjoying it. And I was really enjoying the experience of like a game that I feel really comfortable with, but also getting to experience some newness to it. It's like an extra chapter in a book you've already read. Ooh, there we go. We need that. Can't leave that behind. And see, this is the other reason why we need money. Because Dwarf Scroll 1, you found an artifact. The curator of the local museum might want to know about this. Because I need to upgrade my inventory pronto, because coming in here with only one bar is becoming a huge issue. So we need to grind a little bit. As much as I typically don't do this, I think the mines are going to be the way to go. It may be fishing too, and like maybe we can sort of balance it, like do a little bit of mining, a little bit of fishing. That way it's not just like me doing days and days of mining. Although I think that is something that some people wouldn't mind. Like when I watch longer Stardew Valley playthrough videos, I never mind when it is like super heavy on one thing or the other, but everybody has their preferences and their things that they're going to enjoy a little bit better. I like watching farms grow and like what people do with their houses and how they kind of design everything. I'm not like personally super great at that. And to be honest with you, I will typically look up someone else's farm layout and kind of like use that as a guide because I have a hard time visualizing it if I don't have like a place to start. Actually need to take those, I think. So if we eat this pear, and we can pick up the cave carrots, give us a little bit more time in here. Although I did come in kind of late, so I don't know how much it's gonna matter. But Stardew Valley had its 10-year anniversary stream. How do we feel? Are we excited? I nailed it. I know. It's not like it was like a crazy guess, right? It was a very common guess. But I will say, despite the fact that it was the popular guess, I did come up with it on my own. So I'm taking some credit for it. Oh, wow. There's so much going on. Got some new ideas to sleep on. Very nice. That's going to be level 2, I think. What happened? Did I not... Is this like a swarm and I didn't see the notification? Oh, it has to be. Oh, no. Whoa. This is crazy. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. That was crazy. I can't handle it right now. Sorry, that was a lot. Anyway, back to what we were talking about. Stardew Valley had its 10-year anniversary stream, the announcement for the 2 new bachelors or bachelorettes was made. It was Clint and Sandy, which most of us guessed. I had hoped for for Robin and Sandy. The community freaked out over Clint. Here's the Clint conversation. Here's the thing that I don't understand. Oh, it's this floor. This is like chaos in here. And we've already earned our combat, so this is not a great thing to be happening. I get that Clint is not popular in the Stardew Valley community, and I understand why, but I guess maybe I don't understand the full extent of why. Because I've gotten some weird dialogue from him, like usually stuff at festivals or weird comments about Emily, and I always kind of took it as like, obviously it's like weird comments, right? I'm not like denying that some of the dialogue is like, not great. However, I always just took it as like, most of the characters in the game are paired up with someone else. And so if you don't marry like a given character, they usually have a partner that they canonically sort of like go after. So I thought that the game was just pairing Clint and Emily up. So as weird as like some of the comments were, I'm like, oh, it's just leaning towards the fact that eventually those 2 will end up together if you don't intervene. And maybe they don't. Like, maybe I'm crazy about that. I don't actually know. I know that, like, Alex and Haley, I think it is, will eventually hook up or, like, start dating or something like that. So I just thought it was the game, like, pairing the 2 off. I did see one dialogue box that I did not love what was written, and it had to do with going to the movie theater with Clint. He says something that's, like, not awesome. If I could just get this one last level, and I'm so scared we're not going to make it home, but maybe we just risk it here. But I didn't think the reaction from the community was going to be that strong. So maybe I'm missing something here. Maybe there's like some text and some dialogue that I am not aware of. Please inform me if you've gotten like something weirder than what I'm describing. I just think he's like a little bit weirdly into Emily. Like he makes weird comments about her. But other than that, I haven't seen anything like crazy that I need to, that garnered such a reaction that made sense, because it was just freaking out. And people were like actually angry and saying that they weren't going to play the game anymore. And like, just, I don't know. It just seemed like the reaction was too much. Like it didn't have to be all that. I don't know. Maybe it did though. Maybe I'm just not totally informed on the situation. When I first met Clint in this game, I didn't really think anything of him because, to be honest with you, he reminds me of my brother. And I just mean like the look of him. Like that's kind of how my brother looks in real life. So, I just like put him in that category and then like never really thought about it again. So obviously I don't want to romance Clint. You guys might, or someone might. But other than that, he doesn't really bother me. So let me know. Level 1 combat. Very nice, very nice. But Sandy is obviously very exciting. We are going to have to maybe work that into this playthrough. I would love to do that, especially, it depends on like when it comes out, right? We don't know when the 1.7 update is coming out, but if you can't get to Sandy until year 2 anyway, because she lives in the desert, then we could work it into this Let's Play, and I'd be happy to romance her too. I've got some new items in stock, a deluxe fishing pole and some bait that you can attach to it. You can use bait to make fish bite faster. Hope to see you soon. Oh, another one. Hello, Tommy. My name is Susan. Lewis told me you're a new farmer in town. I'm trapped on my farm in the mountains, so I can't say hi in person. Hopefully the mess Joja made will be cleared out soon, because I'm going to a little stir crazy. Can't wait to meet you and see how the farm is shaping up. Okay, Susan. Dear Tommy, tomorrow we're holding the Egg Festival. I completely forgot about the Egg Festival in the town square. You should arrive between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. if you'd like to attend. You wouldn't want to miss the annual egg hunt. No, I wouldn't, because I got to see like what everyone's up to. And who else is going to play? Oh, I got a ring. Small magnet ring. That's awesome. And I really didn't get anything that's going to make me any money right now. Because I gotta keep those because they do make mayonnaise machines, is what I call them. Yeah, I really didn't get too much of anything. You know what I'm gonna do for now? I'm gonna sell the bug meat. Just because it's one of the only things that I have that makes sense. And then I will also probably... We're going to take that to the museum, obviously. I will also probably... Oh, see, now I can't think. Like, what was supposed to be planted here? I can't tell what any of this is. This is why signs are so important. I probably could just sell these. Because I don't think I needed, like, gold versions of the potatoes, right? It was... I don't know. See, oh, you know what? We can just check. We can just check. Quality crops bundle. Parsnips is the only one for the season. No. And then cucumber and parsnips are my only concern this season. Okay, so we're going to sell the potatoes. Maybe go get a couple more, actually, while we're donating this scroll. I have room for 5 more. But I loved the live stream, by the way. Did you guys watch it? I had so much fun with it. I really thought, like, I know everybody was there for the announcement on the romanceables, but I loved seeing older versions of this game and all of the insight into some of the things that were originally designed for the game. I loved it. I thought it was so interesting. Some of the old character sprites were really, really funny to see. Some of them I liked better than what they ended up turning out like. I think that originally, in my opinion, he was maybe going for more of like a stylized look. And I liked the style that he did originally, but only for some of the characters. I think it was Maru in particular. Like, Maru had this like gorgeous hair or something like that. And I was really like, oh, they should have just kept her. I loved how she looked. And then obviously everyone in the chat the whole time is like yelling at him. People are so mean. I did not like that. I also didn't like with the like community reaction and stuff. The issue being people get so serious about it and then they're so mean. And I see people like replying to Concerned Ape's tweets or like saying certain things. And I just thought it was so unkind. It's not nice to see. I'm a little busy right now. Maybe we can talk later. Well, I mean, it is raining, so I get it. Just waiting for Pierre's, Claire. I feel like she gives me attitude sometimes. We needed a couple potatoes. We're gonna do 5 more of those. Who is up here? Oh, it's Abigail. We'll just say hello while we're here. Valley looks more interesting in the rain, don't you think? You haven't been outside, so you don't even know. After the live stream happened, I immediately went to, I think it's called Fangamer, where they host the Stardew Valley merch, just to see what the new goodies were going to be, because you know they're going to launch like some 10-year anniversary stuff. And they got me, man. They got me so bad and so quickly. They had some goodies on the store. There was a brand new coloring book. I love coloring. And it's in that style that you can use like alcohol markers and stuff. Ooh, that's all I do. That's all I use. It was like screaming out to me. And then they had, we're going to go get Robin's axe, actually. That's something we need to do. And I'll grab my fishing pole. They had the Stardew Valley board game, which I have almost purchased several times. But it's one of those things where I kind of want to get it just to have it. I don't think I'm going to have anyone to play with. Like, realistically, my husband will play with me if I ask him. He likes board games quite a bit. So it's not like, it's not really that, but I don't have like a group of friends to play with. And it just seems like a very big, intense game. So it's like something that I was like, oh, you only want this because it's new and shiny and really cool. And I saw it once in person. For those of you that don't know, obviously I'm American, but I am living in London right now. My husband's British. And so in the UK, I always say that because I'm American, I come from the treat economy. Like, because I come from the United States, I come from the treat economy. I'm used to the goodies. I'm used to having everything available to me. I'm used to if something launches, a collection, a collaboration. Bridgerton does a collab with Dove soap. I know I can go to Walmart, to Trader Joe's, to wherever and like grab whatever I'm looking for. I know I'm going to get it. It's very rare that the US doesn't get a collaboration. It'll be like specific, like, oh, we're collaborating with this company that's like a UK company, and it's rare. So I'm used to having access to everything all the time. And believe it or not, as good as it is for me, and I acknowledge that completely. Like being in, I don't want to like support the capitalistic society, like not to get into it today. But when you come from that and you can get like your quick things and your packages and like all your goodies all the time quickly, and then you come here and it's not as easy to get your hands on everything, and some things come here and some goodies don't come here, you get, I don't know, it's a little bit of FOMO. It's a little bit of like, oh, some of those things I took for granted a little bit. But I had once seen in London, they had one single copy of this, oh, I can't get those, of the Stardew Valley board game. And the price was crazy. And I put it back because I don't need it. But I think about it all the time. And then they had it on Fangamer. And I knew I would never see it again. Like, it was at this little comic book store here. And I knew I would absolutely never see it again. I think I'm going to go fishing in the rain and bring this axe up to Robin. Is going to be the plan for now. So when I saw the board game again, I almost caved, but I didn't. Instead, I got the coloring book, which I will use. I love coloring. It's really nice too. It's already arrived. Very impressed. I got a blanket. The blanket is amazing. It is like one of those old style. I don't know what type it is. Like, I don't know what it's called. The version of it. You can look it up. But it kind of looks like a bunch of patches were put together. And I love the art style that they chose for it. And it's got different characters on it. And it's got different... Hello, Robin. Here you go. Crops and different things from the game. It's so thick. It is so nice. I'm very, very happy with my purchase. And then I also ordered... They had this amazing, like, map of the entire town. And it had... It was a... what do you call it? Like a keyboard mat? Which I'm desperate for. I've needed one for a really long time. It's so nice, though, that I'm afraid to use it. It hasn't arrived yet, I should say. That was the only piece of my order that was on pre-order, so I couldn't get it quite yet. So those are the 3 things I got, and it was a lot. That's a lot of stuff. But I actually think I made a good little move there. You gotta treat yourself every once in a while, and I've been, like, in a Stardew Valley mood, and I've been playing this on my channel, and it's been, like, kind of going well. And playing it in my personal life, there were so many of you in the comments that were like, how did you know I was playing Stardew Valley? Girl, me too. Something is in the air. We all could smell the 10-year anniversary around the corner, and we all just got that itch, that burn. I get the Stardew Valley itch all the time, but I usually wait for people to play with me. And now I've like finally hit the point where I'm like, I'm not going to wait for people anymore. I'll just play by myself. Because I can sustain a game a lot longer than most people. Some people, I guess I should say that based off of my group of friends, we tend to play games in cycles of like 2 or 3 weeks, and then we get bored and we don't know what to play. And it depends on like the game, because some games can only be played for 2 or 3 weeks, like it's a friend slop type of game. There was one called Roadside Research where you're aliens running a gas station, and we were playing that one recently. It's fine. It was okay. I think it was free on Game Pass. It needs a lot of work, but it was like fun for a week, right? That kind of a game, obviously gonna fall out of rotation. Marvel Rivals I play pretty much all the time, but it's my backup game when I can't think of anything else to play with the group. We like survival. They really like, because I play with mostly guys. They really like, and I'm stereotyping here because I just don't think girls really love extraction shooters. Most girls, the girlies that I've met, me and the girlies, I don't know. I'm not a fan of extraction shooters. I find them so pointless. The concept of a game being that you go in, you loot, you grab as much stuff as possible, you get on the airplane, and then you leave. You go back in, you loot, you grab as much stuff as possible, you get on the airplane, you go back in, and you keep doing it, and you keep doing it. And the point is, well, you get all this stuff and you can upgrade your weapons. And then you go back in and you get more stuff and you can upgrade your weapons. I don't care about that. I don't care about upgrading weapons. I don't find pleasure in, like, getting a new piece for my gun, you know? It's not... It doesn't do it for me. And then inevitably, with an extraction shooter, 90-ish% of them are PvP. You're going to, in 1 in every 5 games, run into some monster team that is their bread and butter. They live, breathe, eat, sleep that game. You have met your worst nightmare. You round a corner, you are as good as dead. They can smell you in the lobby, right? You get paired in a lobby with someone like that. What is the point? You lose everything to them anyway. You're constantly trying to earn better items to bring into the lobby because you think you'll do better if you have better items. And to an extent, that's true. But you're also going to reach like a skill cap. And then unfortunately, there's always going to be people that are better than you at the game. So they will wreck your entire life and take everything from you. And then you did all of that for nothing. So extraction shooter is not really my thing. But it is very much their thing. And I do play along. I go with the flow. Because can you imagine how hard it is to get 3 or 4 men to play a cozy game? Okay? It doesn't work out most of the time. They like Stardew Valley, but they won't play it for more than a month or 2. We get to like year 2, early days, and they bail on me and my farm. And I'm like, you guys want to play Stardew Valley? And they don't. They don't. They want to try something new. They want to do a zombie survival game, which is fine. I like all varieties of games. Like, I can play pretty much anything. And the only thing I'm picky about is graphics. If your game looks like a toaster is running it, or it has like that N64 blocky graphic style, if it's very unpolished, if the art style is so exaggerated and weird and the characters look funny, I am a little bit like, I can't play that. I don't like looking at it, so I can't play it. You know? But other than that, I will try anything for the sake of trying it. I'll play Friends Lab, I'll play an extraction shooter, I'll play Call of Duty. Oh my god, they make me play so many Call of Duty games. I need gamer girlfriends, don't I? That's what it comes down to. I need gamer girlfriends. But you know what happens? You get your little group. I've had my group of gamer friends for like years. Or I can't even tell you a time before it existed. So now they're like my group for life. And every time a new game comes out, I'm excited to play it with them. And so how do you balance 2 groups? I don't know. Like if you have more than 4 people to play a game with, how do you balance that? Like, oh, I can play with you on Mondays, but I'll play with them on Tuesdays. And then sometimes, it's not like we play every night either, you know what I mean? Because everyone's got lives and they're working. So if it's like everyone is available on a Tuesday, how do you pick? Which is why I don't really like branch out. Even though they don't love to play the games that I do, and I'm not in love with the games that they like, I'm there for the company, I'm there for the vibes. But they will play Stardew Valley here and there. I talk them into it every once in a while. See, okay, the fishing is going to be the better choice early game, I think. I said the mines, and it's because we also need some other stuff. I've got a little bit of energy, so maybe we'll cut some wood down. I do need maybe some more iron to like start upgrading tools and things like that. So it's not, we can't just completely negate the mines either, but I think I do need to do fishing. It's going to be probably what gets us what we need. All that to say, I can play Stardew Valley by myself. And I'm enjoying it. I'm really enjoying it. And I loved all of the little comments. I love you guys. Somebody spoiled something for me though. Not really. I'm not yelling at you. I'm not yelling. There was a comment about a character in this game that I shouldn't know about, but unfortunately it accidentally got spoiled for me on social media, so it's okay. But if it hadn't gotten spoiled for me on social media, you definitely spoiled it. But it's okay, it's okay. I did already know. And so I'm not gonna like pretend fake surprise, but there's for the sake of people who maybe haven't played Expanded so far, and if this is your first time watching, oh my god, an honor. I don't want to spoil it for you, but there's a character that's not on the list yet. There might be two. I don't know who this Susan is. And it said, what did it say? There's a place you can go and read. Sleepy. That's so funny. I named the dog Sleepy. Crazy. You can go and read your letters. Susan's introductions. My name is Susan. I'm trapped on my farm in the mountains. So I can't say hi in person. Oh, I don't think there's anything I can do for her then. It says, hopefully this mess Joja made will be cleared out soon. Because I'm going a little stir crazy. So maybe it's somebody that I have to, like the game has to just let me, give me the person when something happens with Joja later on. I don't know who Susan is. I know who the other character is. And we're gonna romance that person. We have to. Come on. Come on. That's exactly what I was looking for. I won't spoil it. That's spoilers. It's spoilers. We're not gonna go there yet. I don't even know how to get to this person. This is very, very, very later on, I think. But it is somebody new that is not on the list right now. That is an option. And I'm excited. I can't love my dog. Okay. Good night, Sleepy. Got 480 on the potatoes, 797 on the fish. Well, that is just perfect, actually. I don't want to take all of my money. What is the first bag upgrade? Is it 2,000 or 5,000? Let's water the crops. We're going to have to go check. If it's 2,000, maybe we could do one more day of fishing. And then take the profits and go get me the bag upgrade. I feel like that's the first thing that needs to happen. Then after that, we can take the profits of more of this craft harvest and use it to upgrade the axe. And then pickaxe to come, obviously. Like, there's a whole list of them. But I just want to get this axe out of the way. Also, I thought about it a little bit. I had said in the last video that you can't really upgrade your watering can until it gets to winter. Oh, these are ready. And another gold parsnip. See, we're gonna do it. We're not, because I need cucumbers. And I think they take all season to plant. So it's not like I'm gonna get 5 of them. But I had said that you couldn't upgrade your watering can. And I realized that you could, because basically all you'd have to do is time it. So, like, say for example, today would be a really good day to go do it if you could get over there early enough in the morning, because it's the egg festival. So this day is going to go really quickly. So you could do something like that where, like, you kind of just time it where you don't need to tend to the crops for 2 days, like whether you had just picked up the crop or it, you know what I'm saying? Or if it's going to rain tomorrow. I've never had to deal with this. Oh, let's put this in the ground. Let's put this in the ground. And we'll put those away. We can sell these. A lot of these tools we're not going to need today. And actually, it is the egg festival, isn't it? So I'm not going to be able to go fishing. I gotta start remembering where everything is too. And I think I was dumping tools in here. Did we water these? I'm trying to think of the other reason I don't like committing to planting stuff like this is because, like, where is it gonna go that I don't want to move it eventually? I guess I'm gonna put it right here. Is that crazy? It probably was, but we're doing it. Don't need this today. Okay, are we all set? We're gonna do this egg festival thing? Why am I keeping this? These aren't even flashing anymore. I don't need these. I guess I'll get rid of this. Make ourselves a little money today. And I could probably sell one of these too. I wanted to check also in Ooh, what is this? Oh, this is the achievements thing. Okay. So my understanding, I have never thought about this before. This is like all of the crops, all of the items in the game, right? I have heard in videos that basically everything in the game needs to go through the bin once and it will pop up in here, and that's how you've like technically unlocked everything in this section, is donating one of everything, which would make sense. I've just like never considered trying that, and I'm not saying I'm gonna like 100% this. I don't know. The thought of doing that is scary. I don't know how to do that. But I'm just like playing casually. Is that okay? We'll see. We'll see. I'd have to do research to see what I need to do. I know what I need to do to start. I know that I can upgrade the community center. I know that we go to the desert. I think that's about as far as I've ever gone. So we'll see what life has in store. We're gonna do the Egg Festival, though. I'm very excited to see how different characters maybe potentially incorporate themselves into today's little thing. How'd you get back here? Don't touch anything. And if there's anything new. Strawberry seeds. I know I'm supposed to invest in these. Unfortunately, we're cutting it a little close. And it does take 8 days to mature, but they keep reproducing after that. Maybe we'll grab 2, 3, just for putting it through the bin. Our hens have been working overtime to prepare for this festival. They deserve the best tonight. Bowls full of sweet yellow corn. I don't think I've ever had him say that. Is there any more food? I put something nice in the punch. Yeah, Pam, we know. My, what a beautiful day for a festival. Look who it is, you guys. Look who it is. I get nervous around large crowds of people. Hello, Queen. We've been looking for you. Where do you hide all day? Where are you? Also, why are you so... Is she not short? Like, she's small. Oh my god, girl. I've been waiting for you. I hope everyone's enjoying the food. I've been cooking for days to get everything ready. Fried eggs, boiled eggs, poached eggs, deviled eggs, scrambled eggs, chocolate eggs, you name it. I would be in heaven. Hello, Andy. The food at these festivals ain't so bad. Vincent loves his festival. It's a joy to see him so happy. I've been up since dawn coloring eggs. It's always my favorite part of the season. She's so sweet. I always look forward to these gatherings. It makes the valley feel like a real community. Are we not? We have Vincent. When does the egg hunt start? I'm so excited. I saw Linus over here. And, oh, gotta go around. Oh no. Oh no. No one really talks to me. I just come for the deviled eggs. I feel like he usually stands on the far right. That's odd. Not Victor standing with this little squad, and this is exactly the behavior I was talking about. It's giving young. It's giving adolescent. It's not what I want. My doe's allergies. Searching for eggs is like going on a treasure hunt. We used to do a rotten egg toss. Mayor Lewis put an end to that pretty quick. I'm wearing my best slacks and shirt dress today. Oh no. I don't know about that. We're rolling with it. We're rolling with it. This festival is alright, but what I'm really looking forward to is the flower dance. I try to eat at least 3 times a day. Eggs every day. Eggs definitely have a place in a well-balanced diet. At this rate, I'm gonna end up going for Harvey. And we have George. What's everyone so happy about? Eggs? Why eggs? This festival has been a tradition for as long as I can remember. Tradition connects us with both the past and the future. It's comforting. Egg. What a strange thing to eat. I mean, yeah. Welcome to the Egg Festival. Compliments of my wonderful brood of hens. Willie. Sometimes I'll hide an egg too well, and no one finds it. Well, until summer rolls around, then the hot air starts to bring out the rotten smell. Spring is a busy time of year, so it's nice to have a nice day off to catch up with friends. Abby's always loved the egg hunt ever since she was a tiny girl. Even with my bad leg, I never miss a town festival. Is that it? I am a little worried about this egg hunt because I have places that I normally go that are like the guarantee, but I am confident that they've been changed. Yes. And I'm also just kind of looking out to see if I can find anybody else because sometimes the wizard is at like certain events. I don't think he comes to this one, but we can always just check around. And I wanted to see too if maybe the game was gonna like pop some other random characters here that I wasn't expecting. I don't know. I guess we'll go ahead and start it then. Oh, I didn't speak to these guys. Taking breaks from work can make you more productive in the long run. This fruit punch is unusually good. And you can check just to make sure we did talk to everybody. Claire. Where's Claire? And Martin, right? Claire and Martin. The wizard, Lewis, and Morris. Where are they? You don't think that they don't come, right? Just because they don't live in town or whatever? Like they don't attend this festival for some reason? That would be weird. Down here, being all lonely? No, I don't know. I don't think they're here. That's odd. What would be the reason that they don't attend? I wish maybe someone could tell me. Like, if there's dialogue later that explains it, then that's cool. Okay, well. We can talk to the mayor, obviously. I think it'll count. Alright, let's do it. Do you think everyone's ready? Yes, let's start. Is Sophia in? Is she doing it? It's time for the highlight of today's festivities, the annual spring egg hunt. Calm down, kiddos. You're going to need all your energy if you hope to find the most eggs and take home the exclusive prize. Wouldn't it be so fun if the prize was changed? Does the prize ever change in like future years? Who is that standing up next to Caroline? Who is that? Who is that? Is everyone ready? Yeah. Is that like Pierre, but he's like weirdly meshed with, oh, he's meshed with a basket. You guys, he looks like he has hair. That's crazy. Okay. I normally go north, so I don't know why I immediately panicked and went down here. I don't think... Oh no. I think I normally go to the top. And if you don't know this, you can go up here and get behind Pierre's. And there's usually quite a few up here. Oh, but there isn't going to be any more, right? Because all this stuff is here. So it's a good thing I didn't do it. Yeah, you can go this way usually and go up there sometimes, I think. Mostly. There's one up here. I never win this amongst my friends either. So... Get out of my way, kid. You can't have it. You can't have it. Oh, that's his ball. No, Dusty. Dusty, you did me so dirty, bro. I went to go grab his ball. Look at all these eggs. Now, if only I could get you kids to pick up litter this efficiently, we'd have the cleanest town this side of the Gem Sea. Did I win? And now the winner of this year's egg hunt. You're kidding. These little... No! 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 Here's your prize, kids. Oh! Not the kids. Whatever. What'd you guys get? Well, that's it for this year's Egg Festival. Thanks for coming, everyone. What'd you guys get? Somebody, somebody tell me. No! I lost to the kids. It's embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. Whatever, kids. Not like I wanted a new hat anyway. I wanted a witch's hat. I put one of those in before. And actually, you know what I wanted to build? If we have the ability. Yeah, there's a fire pit. I'm big mad about the Egg Festival. Go up. Stone, wood, fiber. Stone, wood, fiber. I like to have one of these around. I think it helps with lighting a little bit early in the game. I usually do it like somewhere down here just so I can see my little... Is this weird? Maybe I'll do it like... Can't I put it there? How come every time I want to put something somewhere, the game says no? Like, what is it about this that isn't gonna work? Can I put it here? Can I put it here? Can I put it... What is going on? There you go. That's what I was trying to do. We didn't get to check the bag upgrade or anything. Such a waste of a day. We did meet Sophia, actually. Speaking of, give someone a gift, deeper in the mines, raising animals. We were like clearing those out, so maybe I shouldn't be too upset. Hopefully I'll see her around now. I can't imagine how I have been continuously missing her. That's so weird. I don't think I'm gonna plant these. Is that crazy? Takes 8 days to mature. What if we just kept them until next season? Does that make sense to do? Because then maybe I could plant them at the beginning of the season and get more harvests out of them. I feel like that's what you're meant to be doing. Well, unsuccessful day. Let's go to bed. Oh, should I put some crops here? Just real quick, just real quick. A couple of these. I just feel like I'll be wasting it if I don't, you know? Alright, off to bed. Probably gonna go fishing tomorrow. Going to Pierre's. We gotta check the bag situation. 315 gold. Day 14. We've paid a few days so far. I think the Egg Festival makes it go quicker though. Really. It's like wasting a whole day. Like later on you almost don't want to go anymore. Dear Tomi, have you settled into your new life yet? I can't believe you're all grown up now. Time sure flies. Now that you're gone, I have all this extra money laying around. So I included a little gift. Love, Dad. Thanks, Dad. So nice of you. Like, I'm not gonna come visit, but I will send money through the mail, which honestly might be the best kind of parent. Okay. Today's plans. Replant some of these. I probably should do parsnips here. But that's not what I did. Sell this. Take the pear down. Got our daily routine on lock. And water the crops before I forget. And then we're gonna go do some fishing. I've been enjoying fishing. I used to be really bad at it. And now I'm like leaning towards enjoying it. Can you believe? I actually have to check my skills too, because I feel like when we just leveled up combat, it was the first level. And so now I should be on my way with most of them. And we would want to level up as soon as possible and reach 10 with all of them. I don't think I've ever done that either. I usually run out of, or I usually find fishing so daunting that I don't end up doing enough fishing, and then it's like it falls so behind that it becomes even more daunting to just have to spend days upon days fishing because you haven't leveled everything up equally. So you're like level 10 and everything except for that, and combat, obviously that happens to me quite a bit, but I'm enjoying it this time. I think it's because it's like it's chat time. It's when we can talk about like random things. What's the gossip? What's the tea? Fishing rod, not there. Fishing rod. I'm gonna put one more of these in and we're off. We will swing by for the upgrade on Pierre's though, the upgrade for the backpack. And then after maybe today we can afford it. I'm so scared to like get very close to the negatives. Not the negatives, the 0. This game won't let you go negative, I don't think. But day 1, episode 1, hitting 0 within seconds, and then that ended up being not a great idea. Hey, Martin. I sometimes take the bus here to check out books from the library. Where were you yesterday for the Egg Festival? Why didn't you come? I could really go for a farm fresh potato. Oh. Why do they all want potatoes? No, this bag upgrade. How much? 2,000. I did it. Nice. We gotta do it. We gotta do it. Okay, and then the next one's what, 10? Yeah. Because that's not going to put us at 0. Like, I can't be dramatic. Just do it. Oh! What is all this? Dusty? Come on, Dusty. Oh, we have to pet him. Is he gonna bite me? Oh, he's good dog. Yes, see, good dog. Oh my god, we're best friends. Let Dusty move into my house. No one's taking care of him. He's outside all the time. They don't even let him in the house. I let my dog in the house. You give Dusty many pets. Yes. We do not believe in outdoor-only dogs here at Girl Farm, just so you're all aware. That's gonna be a no. Outdoor-only dogs? What? You okay? My dog's laying with me in the bed. I don't care. I don't care. It's my best friend. What are you talking about? They're dirty. You're dirty. Another cutscene? Good day, Tommy. Morris promised Jojo would clear away this rock slide by now. Susan is trapped at home and can't get out except via train. Now he's telling me the cleanup operation is delayed until early summer. My hands are tied. This woman's going to starve to death. As the mayor of Pelican Town, it's my duty to ensure everyone is safe. Morris and I will reach a resolution regarding the rock slide soon. I'm just relieved no one was hurt during the rock slide. Do you need me to go beat Morris up so we can get Susan out of her house quickly? I must be on my way, Tommy. Don't bother using your pickaxe to try to remove those rocks. It would take you months. That's normally the way to the spa, is it not? I think the train is up there too. Oh, poor Susan. I don't care about Morris. I will drag Morris up there with my pickaxe and make him do it. Someone was throwing rocks at my tent last night. I just had to wait it out. No, here. That's a good find. I'm always happy when eating wild food. Thank you. I heard that you want to try to become good friends with Linus as fast as possible because he will give you the sashimi recipe, and we want that because I think it's just 1 fish or 2 fish or something like that, and that's going to be one of the best ways to do like good quick energy for us, I think. Obviously we're living on the pears for now, but I feel like long term that doesn't really work out. So that was a little tip I saw, and I feel like we're gonna go for it. I always gift Linus things though, don't get me wrong. I love Linus. Been a fan of his for a while. I'm not gonna lie, that little cutscene that just happened, and he's like, don't bother trying. It makes me want to try. I'm like, I know you're saying it's gonna take months, but what if I upgrade my pickaxe? Is it still gonna take months? Like, is there a possibility that I end up digging her out, or should I go bug Morris over this? I feel like I should go at least talk to him and see if I get some kind of dialogue. Or if there's like something I can pay for to like help get her out of her house. You can't wait until 15 more days? No, it'd be more than that, wouldn't it? I can't do math. I'm sorry. I'm terrible at math. It's a long time for someone to wait in their house without food or being able to... I don't know. Hopefully she has food. You ever think about that? You ever think about, like, the food that's in your house? And if an emergency or something crazy was to happen tomorrow, how long would it last you? Like, how many random cans of food do you have in the back of a cupboard that you have ignored every dinner for the past year and would suddenly become the most important, most viable thing? Sometimes I think about that. Is that crazy? I guess it's probably a little bit. What fish was this? A chub. We've already donated all of these. It's also because I like fishing up here. So, you're gonna get the same fish. I probably should have went down to the ocean. I should do that, actually. Next time we fish, we're going down to the beach. I'd like to swing by Sophia's as well, because I feel like I do need to catch her at her house. I need to get her vibe. She's giving, like, quiet, independent, likes to be alone, maybe. Considering that we can never find her. Maybe she would like a fish. Do I risk it and go down and see if I can give her a little fish gift? Oh, maybe a dandelion or whatever I have. Daffodil? Dandelion? Whatever's in my inventory right now. Maybe she would take one of those. Linus, not to be rude, but you're standing in front of bubbles. So I might need you to move. There's that. Ooh. Okay, Linus. Watch this. Watch this, Linus. This is about to be crazy. Ready? Oh, nothing's happening. See this? Perfect. Exactly. And what is it? A carp? Well... See, it lights up blue, so like I got it. What do the bubbles even mean then? I thought the bubbles were like goldfish. Clearly that's not the case. Oh, is this like a... Sometimes you'll get little notifications that say like a carp frenzy has started at the North Beach. And I never attend to those. Because obviously I have a newfound love for fishing, but before anything pertaining to fishing. Do you have fun working on the farm? Yes, I do. Well, that's good, isn't it? I guess so, Maru. I feel like she's got attitude. But anything pertaining to fishing, I just didn't do. So, when there's a frenzy at the beach at the la la la, I'm not doing that. But now, maybe that's what the bubbles were. I don't know, I don't know. We're going down to fish near Sophia's house. I stepped in something gross earlier and I just bought these shoes. I think I'm... Oh my god, yes! See, this was what we needed to do! Oh, Tommy? It's just you? Sorry, I get startled easily. Same. Hey, you're kind of new to farming, so... Please, advice. I want to give you a device as my way of welcoming you to the valley. Follow me to my storage chest. Ooh, okay. She is so timid. I don't know if I like that. Here, it's a sprinkler. I love a sprinkler. It automatically waters adjacent crops every day. You received a quality sprinkler. It's a quality sprinkler? Isn't that the one that does 8? Isn't that the one that does all the way around? I have an order ledger in my crafts room. If you need more, you can purchase sprinklers from me. And I might. If I can get the money rolling, oh, I might. Because this is expanded. Like, we can play it a little differently. Obviously, I would usually grind and make the sprinklers on my own, yes. And we're going to want iridium sprinklers. So if she doesn't sell iridium sprinklers, that's not going to help us long term. But for now, if we can afford it... She's not even here. Oh, I hate when they do that. It's like she's not even here. Then why did I get the cutscene? She's got sprinklers for 600. So these are the ones that I think only do the 4. And then the quality does, yeah, 8 adjacent tiles every morning. And she does not sell iridium sprinklers, at least not yet. You know what I read though? I'm not gonna lie. I read this. Blue Moon Wine, 10 for 3,000, which is not that bad because Victor loves Blue Moon Wine. I had to go look it up because I'm so scared that I'm gonna give someone a bad gift. And I just want these people to like me. Is that so bad? So we might have to invest in some of those. I don't even think it matters necessarily that I'm kind of getting the ick from Victor because we have to romance someone. So, I mean, it could be Sophia. I don't care at this point. But we're doing the Stardew Valley Expanded, so maybe I should do a few of them. So, we'll just go for it. We'll go for it with, like, all of them. I don't need to pick, like, a particular person. I don't even know why I was, like, fixated on, like, oh, we're gonna pick one person. Like, no. Let's head up to town. Yes! Fishing 2. That's what I'm talking about. And we are actually full inventory, which is awful. I was going to give a gift to Miss Sophia. She's not here. I want to check the beach. I'm getting like an inkling that she hangs out down here or something. I don't know. This dock, maybe. No. Willie did say he had a new fishing rod available, but obviously we can't afford things. I hope your new farming life is panning out as you'd hoped. We just missed it because I stopped to talk to Elliot. If you purchase a high-quality fishing rod, you'll be able to attach bait and tackle to the line. Bait causes fish to bite faster. Tackle can make your job a lot easier when reeling fish in. I know, I gotta do that. I have some bait, I think, too. Well, fishing's done for the day. We can go home and clear some of the farm out. Did one gift for the 100 gold on that. Potato for Linus. That's not gonna happen. If I stop in to see Evelyn, we can give her these glasses. Thank you, dear. I've been looking everywhere for my reading glasses. My, they become filthy. Say hello to George, because he loves me. Maybe go clear out the farm a little bit, I think is what we gotta do. Because I can't run around the town hoping and stalking Sophia. I'm struggling to make ends meet. I don't have enough patience. Aw, Harvey, I'll be your patient. Poor guy. As much as I'd like to. Some of these characters, like, to be honest with you, of everybody I've met so far, first impressions on the table, I think I have liked Olivia the best. But I will tell you what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to romance Victor and Olivia. I can't do that. Can you do that? I don't like that. If you can do that, that's going to be a no from me. I won't be doing that. No. See, this is why I thought they were siblings. I don't like that. So it's either Victor or it's Olivia. And I think I've already like potentially kind of started to commit to Victor. Is that, oh, that's, it's just not as great of a choice, is it? But maybe we could do Victor then Olivia? Is that crazy? That is. But not at the same time. No, surely not. And also, wouldn't it be cool if there was like dire consequences for doing that? Like there's got to be some animosity, some like something that gets said to me, something nasty. I don't blame them. I'm trying to figure out too where I want to put this. I guess actually if we start over here and I can like work my way back, because it won't be such a bad idea to start investing in some of these. That way, obviously, when we wake up in the morning, we can be done. And just go along. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like that, right? So if I just do a ton of those, which is crazy. Yes. But for now, it's what we have. So we're not going to plant these now. We don't have any parsnip seeds. Okay, I don't have anything to plant. Maybe we will after clearing. We're going to get some mixed seeds right now. Watch this. Where's my pickaxe? There we go. So yeah, we'll romance all of them, but I'm not doing Victor and Olivia at the same time. I think that's really weird. I don't like that. So just Victor for now, Olivia later, which is really dumb because Olivia is definitely the most interesting of all of them. Maybe it's because she's talked to me the most. So I'm like, oh, she's pretty cool. But realistically, like, hopefully they're all pretty cool. I don't know. I like most of the characters in this game. Like, I don't get into it and think to myself, oh, I don't like this person as much as I thought I was going to. It's usually the opposite. I usually don't care for them much in the beginning and then I fall more into it. So hopefully that's kind of what the scenario is right now. Can you romance Claire? You can. See, Claire is boring to me. Why is that? I feel like she's yelling at me a little bit. Like, I feel like she's like a librarian telling me to be quiet. I walk by her in town and I say hi and she's, I don't know, I feel like I'm getting yelled at. I'm hoping if we take this in sections a little bit, because what I've been doing, unfortunately, is walking around and trying to clear areas based on vibes, and I'm talking too much, and so I like lose track of what I'm doing, then I don't clear areas. I clear like little bits here and there. And that's not gonna work, is it? We're calling it a real early night because I just didn't have any energy. Level 3 fishing. That's crazy for me to have such high fishing already. You have no idea. Earned a little bit of our money back on the purchase of the backpack. Okay. We are on spring 15. I think fishing today or the mines. Dear Farmer Tommy, you might need more space someday. That's where I can help. If you bring me new raw materials and pay a fee, I can expand your house. The first expansion I offer includes a kitchen. With a kitchen, you can cook recipes you've learned. Anyway, I hope you're starting to feel at home in Stardew Valley. Your local carpenter, Robin. Hello, dear. I know you're just getting started as a gardener, so I wanted to give you a little tip. Most crops only grow in one season. When summer arrives, your spring crops will all die out, so plan ahead. Alright. I've only ever managed to get, I think, just the kitchen upgrade, actually. Not much more than that, so we'll definitely aim for that long term, but not the priority right now, obviously. And you know what? Actually, let me just go check on this dog up here. Because I feel like he's up here freaking out every day. I'm like, can you not get out? I guess he probably can't. Because these were trapping him in here. Maybe I need to clear this area out for him a little bit. Surely he likes the trees. Yeah, he's like stuck up here. What are you doing? Let's get rid of all of this stuff that he doesn't want. Make it so he can actually get out. Because every day I leave the farm and he's just like barking. Probably not doing super awesome by him right now. Plus we've been wanting to do a little bit of the farm clean out anyway, you know? So, it'll be okay. I think I'm gonna leave the trees, however, because the trees are kind of nice. I usually take my house and back it up into here, and I think I would like to do that. I like having a little bit more room off the front, so I'm thinking maybe we'll have to move it back at some point, and I'm just assuming you can move the doghouse. It's just what makes the most sense anyway. Oh, these mushrooms are aesthetic? Yes? And so must be these bushes, or can you knock these down? I don't think you can. So, alright though. I mean, it adds something to the area. And I don't think this is going to plant there. So I'm going to move that. I realized that that was probably a mistake. So only took a day to sleep on it and thought about it. And how do you lift a tree? Can you just do that? Yeah, okay. I think we need to move it out a little bit. We could even like put it back here, possibly. Like, let's put it right there for now. And the dog can enjoy it. I also need to water the crops. Before we forget. This is why we gotta start buying sprinklers so that I don't have to keep thinking about this. And I am just gonna pop these down, these little mixed seeds, because if they grow, they grow. And if they don't, they don't. It's okay. Watering can. Wherefore art thou? These cauliflower are gonna take, like, the rest of the season to grow. Oh, actually, look at that! The green beans are up. I didn't even notice. Sometimes it's a little hard to tell. Corn, I find that I can't see when it's done. And sometimes it'll take me several days to pick it. And if we get a couple of, I think, possibly gold green beans were on the list. I know we literally just checked, but it has been a few in real life days for me. So basically what I do is, weirdly enough, like kind of late at night when no one is awake and I'm done with all my other things for the day, if I feel like playing Stardew Valley, I'll sit down for a couple of hours and just record. And I like editing them into like probably 2 to 4 hour, leaning closer to 4. Like as close as I can get to 4 hours is great. So obviously most people can't sit and play 4 hours worth of video games at a time. So I end up just taking breaks in between days, which sometimes you guys will notice and sometimes you won't. I do miss the days of, you know, like one of the only things that was kind of nice about the pandemic is because you were home, if you were a gamer, you could just play all the time and you really could do the 4 hour days of gaming. That's when I really got into, yeah, it wasn't the beans. So we are all set on the beans. We are going to drop that off at the community center, but I only need one of them for that. I miss the days of having the time for that. It was a different time. Sea of Thieves was what I got really, really into at that time. It is a pirate game, a sailing the seas pirate game. If you've never played it, it's made by Rare. It was a phenomenal game. I have some issues with it now. It was just one of those games that was like, it was a life changer for me when it first started. Me and all my friends got super into it. I played all the time, and we would just go on all these journeys, and we had the most fun, and you used to be able to meet people in the game, and it was like kind of nice. You could like meet strangers and then get on their boat and like all play together and go find treasure, and it was very community building. I made some Xbox friends through it. It was such a good time for a while. For a really long while, actually. It was one of my... That game might be the game that I've played the longest other than The Sims 4. The Sims 4, at this point, has been like 10 years, it feels like. That might even be true, but it really just does feel like 10 years. But that one was like my game, my bread and butter. Owned every cosmetic, did every event, every battle pass complete. I knew everything about the game too. Like all my friends would ask me questions. I knew everything about it. And unfortunately, as is the case with many games, one bad update kind of wrecks it all. So it fell out with me bad, like really bad. In one update kind of like ruined the entire experience. I won't even lie. So unfortunately, I don't recommend it anymore, but if you're a Sea of Thieves player and you're still enjoying it, how's it going? It's probably been like a year since I've played, maybe even longer. So for all I know, things have gotten back to it. And it's like, it was definitely a preference type of thing. Like some updates ruin games for certain people, not for the whole community. I used to play a game called Apex Legends. It was super, super popular when it came out. And that one it was a, like a Fortnite style game. And that one also had an update that killed the experience. But it didn't kill it for everybody. Like, I distinctly remember a good chunk of the community was still, like, in love with the game. It was just, like, my personal preference of something in it that made it unplayable for me past that point. Oh, no. Okay, well. He's gonna turn into a bug. Nothing you can do. And I was going through my Stardew Valley coloring book the other night, and there is this amazing page of the dungeons, and it's from like the side view, so you can see all the different layers of the dungeon, and then you can color in all of the monsters, and I don't know why, but I just loved that page. There's also pages of all the characters, and it's their character sprites, like these... No, where do they, oh, the ones when you're like talking to them. That's what it is. It's like outlines of those ones when you're talking to them. And I was initially like, oh no, what am I gonna do with these? Like, this isn't fun to color. But I thought it would be so much fun to redesign them. Like, if I could give them a whole new look and a whole new vibe and different hair colors and like, I don't know, just completely redo them in my own way. I thought that would be so much fun. So I'm going to use it as like an opportunity to be a little bit creative. I'm so excited about this coloring book. I really, really liked it. Almost out of energy already. Good thing we found a horde of fruit on the way down here. I'm trying to balance the fishing and the mining right now. I desperately need money and I know that. I also in general just like want to build up my combat, so I don't mind coming in here and dealing with this a little bit. No, not the bugs. Not the bugs. Oh. I'm sorry if combat in this game is hard to watch sometimes. I will say that with zooming out, I find that it's just like, it's a change in perspective. So it's like, it's something I gotta get used to. It's a little bit different of a hitbox. You're like sitting a little bit further away from the screen, that kind of an idea. I'm hoping that this video will get out to you guys on Friday. It would be the 7th, the 6th. So if it made it out on time, happy Friday. I haven't decided if this is a weekly thing or a bi-weekly thing. It kind of just depends on how much time I have. And juggling a lot of series is always a little bit tricky. I'm sure most of you are aware, but from the analytics I saw on my first video, I can tell that at least some of you are first-time viewers of my channel, and Stardew was like your introduction to me, which is so crazy because I have had my YouTube channel for like 7 years now, and I've really kind of had my... There we go. We got it. I've really kind of had my core audience for a long time. They've stuck with me very super loyally and amazingly. And I do get new people every once in a while for like my projects and things that I'm working on, but it's not as common for like my people that I like know and I chat with and my Patreons and my Discords and stuff. A lot of them have been around for a really long time. And I always get comments from people. We might have to run. This is so scary. We might have to run. Oh no. Oh no. I'm running. I always get comments from people that are like, oh, I've been here for such a long time. Like a lot of my viewers have been around for a really long time, but some of you are new. So that's really exciting. I do mostly Sims 4 content, and I have a very, very long-standing project in the Sims called the Disney Save, which is a completely re-themed downloadable version of The Sims 4 that is 100% Disney themed. Top to bottom, all the worlds, all the movies, and it's been a long time project of mine because, as you can imagine, it takes an incredible amount of time to plan out all the movies you're going to use, build these locations, make all the characters, try to make everything as accurate as possible, fill in NPC roles, jobs, townies, character stats, like literally everything. So at this point, I feel like it's been maybe 5 years of me working on the Disney Save, and I have 9 worlds completed. I think my 10th world is about to be done. So you can download that. It's free. It is hosted on my Patreon, which I think confuses people sometimes, but just because something is on Patreon doesn't mean you have to pay to get it. It's just where I'm hosting the download because it's the safest way to make it available. Like I used to use, I think, Media Share or something like that, but it has pop-ups and things, and I just didn't want people to have such a hard time getting access to it. And then I realized I could host it through Patreon. I don't know why I never thought that I would be able to do that. Now, you can of course like support me on Patreon, and I have like things available regarding the Disney Save and early access and stuff like that. But as far as like the download goes, it's free. Absolutely free. Years worth of work. And that's primarily what I do. I'm gonna get rid of these rice shoots. Please don't get mad at me, but I don't really like growing rice. We'll do it later because, like I said, everything's got to go through the bin once, I think. But I'm not gonna worry about that right now. Is that okay? And then I've also been venturing into long play content, just like random games that catch my eye here and there. I like witchy games and cooking games and cozy games, as you can imagine. I want to try Fields of Mystria. I think I own it. I'm so, like, everything about it is so me. It's kind of like if the graphics of Sailor Moon and, like, those old Sailor Moon SNES games met Stardew Valley. So it's like everything a girl could possibly ask for, and everybody has said such great things about it. It's just one of those games that I haven't gotten around to yet, but it's on my list. I'm gonna try it soon. We got mining level 2. And a little bit of gold for the day. The bug meat actually does us a little bit of good, considering that I don't use it for anything else. I think you can turn it into bug steaks. But don't you have to have a kitchen for that? I should probably check. Sometimes I feel like you get recipes and you don't even realize. Yeah, bug steak. See, it just says bug meat 10, so maybe I can turn these into food. But I don't feel like we're really hurting for food. Like, between me picking up every forageable in sight and this pear tree over here, we're actually doing, like, pretty good. Ooh, and these are all up. Look at this. See, this is why you just gotta do it and hope for the best. Because we could probably donate all of this. Like, at this point, I have quite a few in the bins. I feel like we can just get rid of all of this stuff. I do like to keep seeds for trees because later on when we start to actually like design the farm a little bit, it's going to be a really quick and easy way to just get that taken care of and put things around in an organized kind of way, right? Dear neighbor, I hope you're feeling settled in your new home. I'm writing to let you know that Pierre's store is now selling fertilizer. Why don't you swing by and see if you can afford a few dozen boxes or so? Well, Pierre, I can't. I have pretty much no money all the time, actually, Pierre. So, unless I become a queen fisherman, you won't be seeing me for a while, friend. And I think green beans come up every 2 days or so. Is that true? Once they're fully matured? Or is that something else? Maybe that's blueberries. I can remember vaguely that certain plants, certain crops, to me, seems like they yielded the most rewards. And I'm not saying that this is like accurate. Like I don't know the stats on all of them, but I know that in my head for spring it was potatoes, for summer it was blueberries, for fall I think it's pumpkins, but they take like all season to grow, if I'm correct on that, like 26 days or something crazy. And I think those are like the ones that I have primarily focused on. Is that it for seeds? We don't have anything right now. Keep going in the fishing bin and I don't need to. So there's nothing else to plant. So I guess I should just go... I guess I gotta go get parsnip seeds. Because otherwise we're kind of wasting... Like I don't really want to spend the money, to be completely honest with you. But if I don't go get them... We're kind of wasting the time a little bit. Where did I put my fishing pole? There we go. Do some fishing today, and yeah, parsnip seeds real fast. I'd also like to... I'm gonna keep sneaking by Sophia's house until I actually can go and like for real talk to her. And after today's episode, if I do not run into this girl once, I am going to look up her path and write it down. Because this cannot possibly just keep happening. Now, granted, past couple of days, I haven't really gone into town. So maybe I should actually just like do my rounds in town a little bit here. Say hi to everybody. Steal some berries. Say hi to Dusty. Hello, Dusty. I think Dusty should be like a character that I can earn hearts with. I want to bring him little food and treats. Go down to the beach. Ooh, foraging upgrade. We're doing really good on levels, I feel like. Farming level 2, mining 2, foraging 3, so that's about to be foraging 4, fishing 3, that's huge. And combat, of course, is low. What can you expect? We'll pop into Sophia's nice and early in the morning. Maybe she hasn't had out yet. And hopefully, if we see her, she likes flowers. I just want to get some dialogue going with her. I want to see what's going on with my girl here. She's going to sell me wine for Victor. That's what She's here! Yes! Hello! What do you want? Well, I want to bring you this flower. Please like it. You're sweet. Thanks. Okay, cool. She liked that? It was a very neutral answer. Can I talk to her again? Saying hello? Hi. Okay, well, we know that during the day, first thing in the morning, she might be here on her farm, so that's cool. I'm glad I went down and checked, because if I can just catch a couple of locations for her, and then I know, I just have to remember a few, and then we'll be able to keep finding her. Another conch is kind of lucky. I feel like Willy would really like this. Oh, and I wanted to check out his store in here too, because he said that he has new fishing rods available. Bamboo poles, so that's like the next upgrade for us, right? The trading rod we probably don't need. Fiberglass rod, use this in the water to catch fish. And this is probably, that's why I don't know anything about bait in this game or bobbers, because I've never gotten this fiberglass rod. I just don't. Can I put fish in this? This is where you get all of this stuff. Okay, 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 okay. I've seen it in like other people's videos. I'm so tempted to buy this. I think I'm gonna do it. Wait a second. Do I already have the bamboo rod? You're kidding me. You are kidding me right now. No way. Will he buy it back? Dumb. That was so stupid. Are you kidding me? I thought that was the upgrade. Why would they sell you? Why would they give you the ability to buy that again? What would you ever need that for? Ugh. I literally just took 500 gold and threw it out the window. That's crazy. Maybe I can put it in the bin and see if it gives me any money later. I cannot believe I just did that. Apologies, everyone. That was really foolish. I don't come down here. I don't do fishing. I don't come down here. My husband brings me a new fishing pole and I go, oh, thank you. And I've never like paid attention to what it is or anything like that. So sad. Well, that was a hard lesson to learn. It's okay. It's okay. I'll see if I can trash it or put it in the shipping bin, because I don't see why else you would need to buy another one ever. Like, what would be your reason for that? Maybe you could buy more than one and then like stash them around. Like, we could put one down here in a chest on the dock. Is that why people buy more than one, possibly? Because correct me if I'm wrong, but there's no way to get more than one tool of anything else. Ooh, first catch on the anchovy. Cool. I guess I'll get over it. It is what it is. My phone can definitely hear me talking sometimes. And it heard me recording Stardew Valley last night. And then I got on TikTok and all I was getting was back-to-back live streams of people playing. Which is like not a bad thing. Don't get me wrong. And sometimes I'm really looking for content like that. But it never does that ever. I don't get a lot of live content recommendations on TikTok for some weird reason. Because I've heard that people get like an overwhelming amount, but mine just does not recommend it to me. And then all of a sudden, it's like 3 in a row, just live content, and it's people playing Stardew Valley. And it's because my phone literally heard me talking about it for several hours. And then I crawled into bed, just trying to watch a couple TikToks. And I can't escape the game. It literally, it won't leave me. I've got my coloring book. I've got my blanket. I've got my live stream going. 10-year anniversary. People in my Discord are chatting about it. Can't escape this game. The fishing down here is like really easy though, which is odd. I don't remember it being this easy. Is it because my fishing level is getting better? That's what it is, isn't it? Your bar gets a little bit bigger the longer that you fish. And I've probably almost never gotten past fishing level 4. So I'm already, in 16 days, almost as far as I've ever been. Which is insane. The coloring book also has an ocean page, and when we get the... Is it called the Moonlight Festival? There's a festival that they do down here on the docks with like a bunch of boats. Which is my favorite one, by the way. And what is your favorite? Because some of them are repetitive. I'm so sorry. Like, after a year or 2 of the Egg Festival, you kind of don't want to do it anymore. But there's certain ones... Oh, the Flower Festival. I do not like the Flower Festival. Because there's just nothing to do. But that one, where you can like go to all the different stalls. I like that one. And then I like the Desert Festival. Because it's 3 days long. So is the other one, actually. And even though you can't do anything at the Moonlight Jellies Festival or whatever that one's called, I like that one too. That's one of the festivals where like there's nothing to do, but I still enjoy it. And I think there's more that come later on, possibly. I'm hoping that 1.7 has new festivals, because I personally really love them. Anything that's like world events, character events. He did say that there was going to possibly be some new stuff regarding children. I don't use children, or I guess I never have. So it'll make no difference to me. However, yeah, I think we could sell these to him right now. Oh, but I have to check about any of these. Okay, we're good on selling all of them. This is what my husband usually does, and this is why we make bank in our multiplayer saves, because he stands down here on the docks and fishes until his inventory is full and then just sells it to Willie, but Willie does leave at 5. So you can only do this for so long. So yeah, I'd like new festivals. The addition to children doesn't really mean anything to me either way. I am hoping to maybe like get all the way there with this one. I don't know who we would ask to move in. We haven't even gotten that far yet. Like, we have not gotten to any level of romance or anything with anybody, and I certainly do not know who to ask to move in. We're gonna have to feel it out by vibes. Like, it's gonna have to be just whoever we click with the best, because we could probably get away with dating most of them at the same time, but obviously you can only have one living with you. So once we get to that point, it's gonna have to be vibes based. And I think that's like my goal in this whole thing. I don't know that I'm going for like a 100%, but I am trying to get through a lot of, if not all of, the content for Expanded. And I'm not sure how I'm going to determine like when that is done, but I feel like if you go through the storylines for the characters... Ooh, what is that? I've never gotten that before. This might be new. One of the fastest naturally growing sources of protein. Cool. But yeah, that might be the best way to determine, right? If we just like play through every character's story. I think that's what I'm gonna do. And I really do want to go to this island that I see in all of my Let's Plays. Not my Let's Plays. Everyone else that plays this game and like gets to the island. And there's some bubbles over here. Ooh, first flounder. There's some bubbles over here. Can I get them? I did. How's it going, Willie? You trying to steal my fish? Look at that. Nice. I probably should leave considering my inventory space. Hopefully it's a repeat, whatever it is. Sardine. Cool. We're out of here. Bye, Willie. See you later. I probably have enough wood to do the bridge over here. 300, right? Yeah. We probably do. Is that worth it? I'm gonna say it is. Wait. A great idea can pass through your head when you least expect it, but if your mind is too busy, you might miss it. Okay, Elliot, sure. To me, Elliot is, I think he speaks in a British accent. I think there is a canonical line that says that he is like new to the valley as well. Like within a month or two of you moving there, he has just kind of moved there. I think I don't know why he would want to live on the beach, but it's giving like, I used to live in cold England and no sun and the dreary, and now that I live in Pelican Town, I am gonna live on the beach and in the sun and by the ocean every day. Like, I feel like that's very British to move to a different location that has sunshine. Exercise is important for staying healthy. I always make sure to set aside some time for it. Can I tell you guys something? I don't think I like Jody. I said it. I did. I said it. Maybe it's because I dated her son and she was like busting down the door every time I try to come over, which is always very annoying. But she also gives like overbearing parent. I told you guys about the sleeping thing, right? We did not buy parsnip seeds. Awful. Just awful. Well, what can you do? She gives overbearing parent. Ooh, I'm so sorry she does. We can eat this. Maybe I should keep those. Let's sell one. Sell the fish. Yeah, we'll keep it for now. I don't love an overbearing parent. It's a trope that I actually despise, especially in movies. If the story is like parent is overbearing and makes too many rules and causes deep stress for their children because of their rules, that is like a trope of a movie or a show that I cannot handle. Like, I find it so annoying. So she gives that energy, and therefore I've got a little bit of beef with Jody. She's like nice enough, you know what I mean? It's just like sometimes she says things and you're like, oh, that wasn't nice. That's really bad. Now what do I do with this extra fishing pole? I guess I'm gonna leave it down by the docks. I'm gonna put like an extra... We're gonna make this worth it. I'm gonna put a chest down there with a fishing rod so that no matter where we are, we can always go down and make something out of a little bit of time that we might have in a day to do some fishing down there. I don't know what else to do with it. Literally so foolish. So many of you must have been screaming right before I did that. The fishing rod you have is bamboo, girl. It should say that, okay? How would I know that? I'm new to the fishing world, and it's scary. I feel like at the end of the day, kind of going around and clearing everything out, like trying to work our way over. Can't get much better than that. We really need a silo, though. See, there's just so many things I'm waiting on money for. So there's not much you can do if you don't want to just constantly get yourself down to zero, you know? Gotta wait until the money's rolling in a little bit. Okay, okay, we'll go to sleep early. Get our stuff ready for tomorrow. Early night. Pierre's is closed on Wednesdays, isn't it? No. And you know what I've been ignoring? Birthdays. I missed Olivia's birthday and Haley's birthday. You guys. But don't worry, we didn't miss Pam's birthday. God forbid. And Shane. Ugh. So bad. Okay, well. It only helps a little. I'm coping so bad. Level 3 foraging. New crafting recipe. Seed cookie. Okay. Have to check that out. Maybe that's the new... Ooh, 1,000. Look at that. Maybe all those new seeds that I've been picking up can make me seed cookies. Let's see. Seed cookie. Fir, birch, acorn, maple, and pine. Whoa, that's a lot. Let's do one, though. Let's just grab one of each. Do I have one of each? Just to have one? As like an emergency? Because I feel like that's a lot of 75 energy, 33 health, 30 max energy. That's like a huge deal. Is it not? And I might be crazy, but I think Pierre's is closed on Wednesdays. I am going to go check because I can't remember. And then I promise I'll remember from this point forward. And if he is closed, that's really, really bad. I mean, parsnips are not going to take that long anyway. It's just that it's not good that I wasted 2 days, essentially. So we'll swing in there real fast. Let's take some gifts with us. We'll take one of these pears. We'll take a flower. We'll take 2 pears, one of these, 2 of those. Let's just give some gifts out, like, as we walk through. It's probably going to be one of the best ways to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, whoever we run into. Because most forageables are universal likes. Like I said, I've had bad experiences with that before, but can't lose that much with each character, right? Oh, and I didn't bring my extra fishing rod. Oh my god. What is he doing? No way. Stocking up on seeds for next season? Find the town's cheapest seeds at Jojo Mart. He's outside soliciting in front of Pierre's. We gotta take a stocking up. We gotta commit crimes. There's no way. We gotta tackle him to the ground and drag him back. That's crazy work. Pierre should be outside whooping him. You're kidding me right now. If I showed up to my job, hi Shane, no, I don't have time to chat with you. Okay, well, I was gonna give you a flower, but you're gonna be like that. If I showed up to my business, which is also my home, and I stepped outside and I saw, what's his name? Standing out front, waving tickets around. Morris? It would go down in front of Pierre's. You understand? That's so rude. And I think it's literally because they're closed today. So then you walk all the way down to Pierre's. You think to yourself, oh, please like this. Thanks. Okay, cool. Nothing for you, Shane? Do I do it? Do I give him a flower? Like, is he worth it? No. You know who might be worth it though? Claire. Thank you. Ugh. You come all the way down here and he's here, like, stealing customers. Yeah, we're closed. That's crazy. He only does it a little bit in the morning. Wow. Back off to Jojo Mart then, I guess. Let me go inside. No, let's go inside. And I know it's belated, Miss Olivia, Queen. Oh, I don't like this. Well, now we know. Please like this. Please, please, please like this. Oh, for me, this is nice. I feel like he didn't like that either. It's because you guys are rich. Sorry I don't have diamonds and stuff. This is the tea set, by the way. If you've never seen it before. The one that I was talking about that Maru gave me at the holiday event. You have like a 2% chance of receiving it in the game or something. That's what it looks like. Well, should have known better, I guess. What did we come out here to do? Oh, I do want to see if I can go place my chest down. I want to look for bugs, but mom gets mad when I'm all dirty. It's a tough choice. That's what I'm saying. Your mom, she's a lot, kid. Let's place this down. And I am thinking it might be time to maybe do some farm clearing today. Just like a dedicated day for it. Although I'm pretty high foraging and combat is just in the gutter. It's okay though. It's like one of those things that kind of needs to be done. I want the resources. I refuse to sell any of it. I am starting to wonder if, like, when you play solo, should you be selling some of the wood and some of the rocks? Tax collection, spring festivities. And I could swear that when I have played in the past, like early games, maybe my first venture through, I probably did sell wood and stone as a way to make money early game. But now I just feel like it's just a no-no. It's not something I would want to do. So I'm trying to avoid it. Let's grab the pickaxe and the regular axe and get some more of the farm cleared today. Do you guys have any preferences for how you like to design your farms? Are you kind of like me, where you are going to have to look up someone else's version just to give you like a baseline? I always end up changing things. Like there's always little things that I kind of don't like the layout of how someone else has done it. But then generally speaking, it just helps me visualize. And you can never really get it exactly the same anyway. Like, have you ever tried to follow someone's map in this game of to a T, like which tile for tile they're trying to put everything on? It's so hard. You'll put something in place and then you look at it and you're kind of realizing, oh, they've actually put that in an entire row lower and it does make a difference. And then you have to move everything all over again. I think this game should have a, like, basically a button you can hit to go into farm editing mode. And time will stop and you can move things around in the same way that when you go up to Robin's and you like hit move house or whatever, it'll put you into that same mode, but time stops and you don't have to go to Robin's. That makes sense? And in a way, it's so much more impressive to have done up this whole farm with everything nice and neat in rows, and you've got tons of barns and everything's functioning and you've got all your stuff, and it's like really impressive because you know you had to do that on a real game clock. So don't get me wrong, I think it's like, it is impressive, but sometimes I just want to decorate. and move things around and not have to run back and forth to Robin when I realize that I've placed a barn 1 row lower than I should have. Maybe there is a point where that becomes the case and I'm just not aware, but I've never gotten there. I've never seen anyone else do it either. I watch a lot of Stardew Valley content creators, but it's mostly challenges. And they'll be doing like weird things in the game. So I feel like because of that, sometimes I haven't had the opportunity to actually experience watching how this game should go normally because I watch so much odd content from it. It's never like a playthrough. It's always like I played Stardew Valley and I never left my farm or something like that. I want to eat this cookie and see what craziness it does. Okay, so it makes the bar bigger. But if you're already down energy, it doesn't do like, it's nothing crazy. So that's like something you want to eat like right away in the beginning of the day. Or we could really start hoarding these seeds. And then like, if you take 3 or 4 of those with you when you try to go mining maybe, that could be a really big deal. Oh, that's a hardwood tree. I knew it looked a little funny. A different color. See, it didn't last that long, but we've got other things. It doesn't matter. Oh, you can eat dandelions? I always forget that. And then we've got these berries. See, just my forageables does more for me than even cookies. It's a lot of ingredients. All 5 tree types, I think. Is it 5? This needs to be done nonetheless. And the extra wood is great. Especially if we want to maybe fix the bridge over to the beach. And I have heard that it's better to do that early game because some of the corals and things that you can get from over there are worth a lot of money. And we can use that for sure. In my playthrough of this game, when there's like a lull in conversation, I'm definitely going to opt to talk about like shows and things that I've been watching recently, movies, anything, because I am like such a, especially this year, I found that in 2025, something I made a really, really bad habit of, and I'm sure a lot of you can relate, is crawling into bed and scrolling on TikTok, and then that ends up being my night. And I don't watch any videos, I don't read a book, I don't do anything else. You just, time flashes, and it's been 2 hours, and you're still on TikTok. And I told myself this year, I have to stop doing that. I get like almost frozen inside of TikTok. And to my credit, and I'm gonna make like a little bit of an excuse for myself here, but I have a very diverse and I think interesting, it's interesting because it's like catered to me, right? But it's a lot of news, political stuff, historical stuff, mythology, video game content, yes, but it's more like video game lore. That's like kind of what I watch. So I end up watching like these long videos that people post of them like going to, let's say like a historical site of some kind and talking about like the history of the place. Okay. So it's not 100% garbage, if you will. Is it great for me to be doing that? Of course it's not. So I told myself this year, you're done, girlfriend. You have to start. I even forgot I had a second inventory. You have to start getting into bed and like reading a book, playing a game that you've been wanting to play for a long time. Watch that YouTube video that's on your watch later list forever. Anything but scrolling on TikTok for 2 hours. Watch a movie, start a new TV show. There's all these Netflix shows that go by that I never even check out, right? So this year, I've been making a list of like when I finish something and putting it on the list and rating it so that at the end of the year, I can look back and be like, look at all these things I tried, all these books I read, all these little movies that I watched, and it'll help me feel like I accomplished something this year. And I know like the accomplishment is media consumption, and that's like not great either, but you get what I mean, right? It's better than being on my phone. And there's a lot of TV shows that I miss out on. Like everybody's watching something and I haven't seen it and I never watch it. I've never seen Game of Thrones. Everyone's into Heated Rivalry right now and I haven't watched that one yet. It's on my list. Ooh. Hello. Little owl. I don't think there's anything else we can do right now because I'm so low energy. Just trying to come through here and get some weeds and things. I should come clear this out soon so that this isn't a problem for me anymore. But the first thing I finished this year was The Crown. And I thought The Crown was really good in the beginning and it just falls off so bad that you start to get annoyed with it. The cast change as they go throughout. The casts are not as good once they've changed over. It gets progressively worse each time. It gets a little bit more annoying to deal with the characters each time. And there's a lot of just sitting around talking and then nothing happens, which I guess is like kind of accurate because as the queen aged, there must have been like almost a push for her to step back and not do as much, if that makes sense. So by the end of The Crown, I was ready to let that go for sure. I got to a point with it where I was like, I just have to finish it. At this point, I think it might be 6 seasons long. And I got to season 4 and I was so done with it. And I just pushed through. It's raining. Yay. I do want to just double check the birthday dog. If you can let me. It is Pam's birthday today. Okay. We got to go get seeds though. We have to do it. What is flashing for here? The wood. Oh, we have 2 packs of mixed seeds. Just gonna throw these in. We're gonna take both fishing poles because I want to go down and do some fishing in the rain, but I also want to put my other one in that bin. And I want to take the 300 wood from this. There we go. Nice. We'll take that. I might take 5 of these and upgrade my axe. I think we might just have to make the jump. We'll see how bad it is with the parsnips. We need 5. Oh, the potatoes are up too. Okay, cool. Level 4 farming, level 3 farming. Zucchini, cucumber. Did I only plant 1 of those? These must be it too. Why is this so messy? How did I end up doing this so messy? Well, that's cool. We can go donate all of that. I want to get this pear too. Okay, let's go to Pierre's. Let's spend a little bit of money. I have my axe with me if we decide we're gonna do it. So yeah, The Crown was like, not great. It's so good and then it's so boring. And in the beginning, I was really interested in the history of it. And then as it starts to get closer to the modern era and after you get through the Diana stuff, it's so boring. And it's also incredibly difficult to watch the way that she was depicted, Diana, in that show specifically. And I read a lot about it on Reddit, and a lot of her close friends and family were very, very upset with the way that she was depicted in that show. The salon can get pretty lively at night. Sometimes we even put a coin in the jukebox. I don't know, though. What did you guys think if you watched it? That's one of those shows that, like, I forever have been saying I need to watch, and that's exactly why I need to stop doom scrolling on my phone, because I need to make time to watch the cult classics, which is The Crown, which was a huge deal a while ago. I did find really interesting, though. This is like not a spoiler, but it is. So sorry in advance. But they changed the ending of The Crown because the queen died very close to them filming the last season. And I was so wondering that when I was watching, because as we were like, I couldn't, what do you want? Leave me alone. Fun fact about me. As I've mentioned, my husband's British. I got engaged the day that the Queen died. We were in Green Park. I had just landed that morning from my home. And we had been back and forth long distance for a really long time. So kind of knew it was coming. Didn't know when. Kind of a deal. Like, we had talked about it, we knew. When you are long distance between 2 countries, you can't, like, surprise propose to somebody, right? That doesn't make any sense. So, I kind of I knew, but I didn't know 100%. And that was the day I landed. And we were just walking around a park. It's Green Park is like where we were, which is like kind of close to Buckingham Palace. And he proposed in the park. It was really sweet, very quiet, very us. And then as soon as he was done, he got up and my husband was like, I'm going to text my family and like let them know. And his phone blew up because the Queen had just died, or at least Buckingham Palace had announced that the Queen had died. And we were right there, like right next to Buckingham Palace. So I was like, we have to go over. Old Mariner, I've got this old amulet to sell, but something telling me you're not ready for it, miss. Well, maybe someday. Did I put my... Okay, I did. See, we did actually get a lot of coral out of that. So I am more aware than most of the day that the Queen died. I always can like remember it as my proposal day. And when I was watching The Crown, as they started to approach the end of the story, I realized that the dates were going to like coincide. Like the release of the last season was like kind of coinciding with that timeline. And so I had to look it up. Like, oh, did they change the ending of The Crown? Because originally it probably, if she was alive, it had a different ending, right? And they did change the ending. And it sounds like the new ending they gave it was much better. So like the last episode or the last few episodes were okay. They were better than some of the rest of the season. And I did really like what they did with giving her older versions, like her younger selves coming to talk to her and having the old cast like come and talk and hang out. Like I liked that. Spring Crops Bundle. There we go. And we've got Speed Grow, which I never use because it screws up my timing. Guaranteed to increase growth rate by at least 10% mixed into tilled soil. Oh, and look at the Junimos are gonna clean up the little house. Give me a new place to unlock stuff. I think this one down here is, and we'll go double check, but I think it is like mining stuff, yes? Wood and things like that. This shell can go somewhere too. So it's probably going to be this one here. Not that one. This one. Oh my god, we're done with this one too. Look at me go. What do we get for this? Crab pot. Okay, well. Beggars can't be choosers. This specialty fish, I feel like I've not seen most of these. Like butterfish and king salmon and wood skip. I don't think I've ever seen those. This bulletin one is helpful too because this one has a lot of random stuff on it. Like this one where like wine will come up pretty quickly, oak resin, pomegranate, 4-leaf clover. Okay. Water bundle. Chef's bundle looks like it's the same. Maple syrup. Dye bundle. You got it, Queen Emily. And then a research bundle. Ooh, amber. Some of these items are definitely new. And then I just want to check what this is and see if it's any different too. Blacksmith's bundle. Oh, I have 5 of these. Well, no, you can't have one actually because obviously I need to upgrade my axe. Okay. That is what I thought it was. So we're all set on that. We can sell most of this coral too. I've also never gotten a Junimo slime hut or Junimo hut on my farm, and I don't know what they do, but from what I've noticed, people put them in their fields of where their crops are. So can they help pick and harvest? Is that what they do? Could please someone let me know, because that's amazing. I will obviously, like, we're gonna do that, but I did not know that they will like come be farm hands essentially, and maybe they won't. Maybe I'm just making a guess. I keep coming in here and I mean to go see Clint. I'm so sorry to that man, but I have to do this. It's only 2,000, right? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do it. It's what's gonna make sense. Plus I gotta get to that tree. And then we'll stop in Pierre's, and then I need to go dump a bunch of this stuff back at the house. and then we can fish and go through the trash. It is so embarrassing in this game when you get caught going through the trash. It is so... Ooh, little cutscene. Welcome to Pierre's. How can I help you? Oh, it's this cutscene. Oh, no. I will, whatever Pierre you want, just say the word, baby girl. I will go after this man. Come and get it, folks. Coupons for 50% off your purchase at JoJo Mart. And see, Jody, Queen Jody, she goes to JoJo Mart. And see, that's why I'm like, okay, it's giving, like, she's like, I gotta get my deals. I gotta use my coupons, which is fine, Jody. How about your Pierre's coupon? How about supporting local businesses, Jody? Any takers? Watch. Well, okay, I think they all go. But I know Jody shops at JoJo Mart. She told me. She has said so. They all left. Yikes. But I can't match those prices. I'd be selling at a loss. It must be so difficult for you to lose your loyal customers like that. But you can't blame them. JoJo Corporation is clearly the superior choice. Soon the whole town will realize that. I'll kill this man if you want, Pierre. I don't care. That's awful. Hello, little family lamb. The valley looks more interesting in the rain, don't you think? Wait, Caroline. My garden is happy today. Aw, I've never been in her greenhouse either. We need parsnip seeds, 4 days. So we've definitely got time for this. So I needed 10. And then I have room on the other side. But I think I'm not worried about it. Because I don't want to spend all my money. I'm so scared. And it's Pam's birthday still? Or was that yesterday? No, it's still Pam's birthday. What can I give her? I know what she likes, but we can't afford it. I'm not spending 300 gold for a beer for Pam. I'm so sorry. She's getting like a flower or something. I think I've given her a flower before and she's like excited by it. So. Maybe that. And we know where to find her. We know where Pam is. Love Pam. We'll do 10 of these right here. We are not going to be set up for the next season. I'm telling you that right now. I was hoping that things would be a little bit different, but not looking good. And I donated that, and that's all set, and we'll get rid of that too. And I wanted to put those crab pots in the water, actually, so we'll take those with us. Sap in this one. And I put my fishing rod down there, so we'll leave ours here. Okay, I think we're good. Do some fishing in the rain, put the crab pots in. It's getting late in the day, though. I mean, it's not that late. Feels like we've gotten a lot done today. There's been a cutscene, that's why. This is for me to eat. I like the addition of pears. It's nice. All of them look good. Like, I think that's what I really appreciate about Expanded is the art style being so close. If it was not close, that would bother me, and I just don't think I could use it. It's, when I used to play, well, I've been playing. The Sims 4 has different styles of, like, custom content art. There is Alpha, Maxis Match, and Maxis Mix, I think is what it's called. Which is like the in-between state of the two of them, I believe. And I was such an alpha girly when I started. And I think it's just because when you are into the nerdy genres of things, and like you want like a Sailor Moon poster in your bedroom in The Sims, or you want a Disney princess dress for one of your characters, you end up downloading alpha content because it's what's more readily available. And when you're scrolling on Pinterest, I feel like it comes up a lot. Like you almost have to specifically look for Maxis Match. And then one day, for years, I was an alpha girl. One day, something in my brain just snapped. And I could not stand the look of alpha custom content anymore because it did not match the in-game content. And it bothered me so bad that I completely transitioned to Maxis Match, despite the fact that I was doing a YouTube channel where I had been like already using alpha custom content and making videos based off of it. I had a switch went off in my brain. There's no other way to say it. I just couldn't look at it anymore. And don't get me wrong, I've seen beautiful alpha CC. I have seen beautiful Sims made with alpha custom content. But when I'm playing, I need the art styles to match and look as close as possible. If it's a mod, I want it to be as close as possible. I'm going to try to get this. Oh no. Oh no. That was a bad idea. Okay, well. So I would not be interested in Stardew Expanded if it looked crazy and all the little sprites were clearly different. I saw on, I think, their mod page that the art style used to be a little bit different and then they redid them. And I do like the way that they've been redone. So much better. But when I'm looking at all the little fruit icons and the fish and like the additional resources, I'm pretty happy with like everything I see. I wouldn't really know that much of a difference. Oh. This is going to be something new. Yes, an eel. Which apparently we've gotten. But it's a new record, so new big eel. And you know what's good though? If I can get my fishing level up quickly, then when the potluck event comes up in the summer, we should be able to get our hands on some iridium fish or some smoked fish, I think is even better, for the potluck. And if you can do well at that event, like perfect, it gets everyone in the town multiple hearts with you. So that's going to trigger a lot of cutscenes, which is ultimately what I'm trying to do. I want to get through like some story here. So the better, the higher my fishing, the better, probably. I don't dare go for that. I'm sorry, but I feel like I haven't reached the point where I can pull that off. Ooh, a halibut. That's new. I also started watching this year House of Guinness. I loved House of Guinness. If you have not seen it, it is a dramatized historical fiction, but not like lately based on true story, but they all are, like they all kind of say that just to get you wrapped in, about the Guinness family and I guess a lot of like the baseline history of Ireland at the time as well, like some of the things that are going on. It is so good. It's a dramatization, right? I hate when people get like mad about something being based on like a historical event or real people or a real place or a real time in history, and then they're like, well, the show isn't very accurate. Like, yeah, it's supposed to be entertaining. It's a TV show. It's okay. It's just we're using characters and settings that people already are kind of familiar with. It helps give people some semblance of like starting point, I guess, if you will. It's a draw for people. And then you make it kind of crazy. Like in reality, life is not that interesting, unfortunately. So dramatizing it up a little bit, you don't know what people exactly said. And some things in real life are that interesting. And there's some like moments in history that really are that interesting, but it just doesn't bother me if something is not. I'm going to head back early. We're going to head back a little early and sell some of these fish. So yeah, it's based on the Guinness family. The children of I see, and now I can't remember, but like the man who started the Guinness factory and the Guinness company, he had 4 children and he dies, and then the 4 children are left with the will and the estate. And it is so interesting and good. And something that I really like in the show is that when they're discussing money, like when they're reading the will to these kids, they put on the screen and it'll be like, oh, you're each awarded, let's say like 14,000, whatever the currency is. Honestly, I don't even know. And on the screen, it'll show you, it'll be like $12 million today. And it's so like, it helps you really realize what was at stake. And they do that a lot. Like they'll give you some kind of a real life comparison so that you can understand like how heavy and how big this all was. Level 3 farming, and we do have a butter churner, which I don't recall previously, but perhaps I just never did it. And we pretty much earned like all the money back that I wasted on that fishing rod. I did skip Pam's birthday again, but it's like, it's Pam, you know? Like, you gotta pick some and leave some. Hey there, I had some extra wood laying around. I thought you could use it. Take care. I mean, I definitely could because I just wasted 300 on a bridge. Farmer Tommy, I have a request for you. I need fresh cauliflower for a recipe I want to make. Could you bring me one, Jody? Very unfortunate, Jody, because I just sold them and I knew I was supposed to keep one and I don't know why I didn't think of it. That is terrible. I wonder if I'd have enough time to do more. I think you don't, which is the point. Like, you're supposed to keep it. Let's go check. And then we'll run right home and plant it. But anyway, I really recommend House of Guinness. It's on Netflix. It is one season. It's brand new. They did get greenlit for another season. There's romance in it. It's a little spicy sometimes. All of the characters are very interesting. There is, everybody's very good looking. It's classic. It's timeless. It's like exactly what you would want to see. And it's basically about these 4 Guinness children kind of fighting over the estate of what happens to like the Guinness factory and all the homes and all the money that their father worked for and what they left. And like one of them really is good and like with the company and likes running it and has all these ideas and but everyone's got problems and secrets and things that are going on, and the Guinness family, according to the show, was very, very intertwined with the Irish political movements at the time. And their dad was, probably because he was so filthy rich, a somewhat political figure and or held a seat in parliament or something like that. Can't remember. It has been a few months. That was like something I watched right at the beginning of the year. And it's kind of like with The Crown. Like when you're watching it, you have to remember that what you're seeing could be like not exactly how it went down. So loved it. 10 out of 10. Highly recommend if you're looking for something new, especially in that like historical genre. And especially if you like historical romance, because there is a few in the show that get really good and really interesting. And there's lots more. Like, I have a whole little list going. My list is called Things I Completed 2026. And I'm only allowed to put something on the list once I finished it, and then I rate it. And there is an exception to this. If I DNF something, which means, like, I just couldn't complete it because it was terrible, then so be it. But put it on the list and mark that it's been DNF'd. It wasn't abandoned. I simply chose not to finish it because it was terrible. There's only been one DNF so far. It was... I have to pull out my list and look. We got our fishing level! Okay, so I'm actually going to stop on the fishing then. It was called Love Through a Prism, which is an anime. And it came up on Netflix, and it was very up my alley. It is a... what would you call it? Like, all the characters are from London. Like, it takes place in London, and it's supposed to have this, like... I don't know, all the characters are going to, like, this art school, this prestigious art school, and I don't even want to get into it. It wasn't good. I watched, like, 6 episodes, and I just couldn't. It had a horrible translation. Like, unfortunately, some of the... I prefer a dub to a sub, and sometimes the translations are just really jarring, and it's so hard to get into the story when everybody's speaking like a robot or repeating themselves weirdly, or just saying things that, like, you can kind of tell what they were meant to say, but it didn't, like, the way that it was translated didn't actually make sense in the context of the situation. And it's hard, it gets hard to watch after a little while. Have any of you ever watched ones that feel that way? So even though it had great ratings, I just didn't love it. I really didn't. What were we going to go do? Oh my god, I'm chatting so much that I forgot about Pierre. It's because he wasn't open. Because he waits until 8 o'clock to open. So, that's kind of not my fault. Alright, Pierre. We might need a couple more parsnips. I think I need... No, it's cauliflower. We need to see if we can get Jody her cauliflower. Bring Jody a cauliflower. Because otherwise you get stuck with that quest until next year, right? Alright, let's see. 12 days. No, we're out. We can't do that. Oh no, Jody. I'm gonna have to buy one somewhere. I don't think you can buy one from here, right? No. There's gotta be somebody I can buy it from at a certain point though. Like it'll pop up at... Actually, it's Friday. Does that mean the traveling cart still appears? And if the traveling cart still appears, where does it go? Because it doesn't really have a place to spawn in its normal position. I guess we can check right now, right? We're gonna go see. We might have to spend some money on a stupid cauliflower. I know better than that too, and I usually save like 1 or 2 things. There's like something that happens when you play games on YouTube. You end up just making these like weird mistakes that if you were just playing by yourself, you would not make these errors. And what I think this comes down to, unfortunately, is that you're using so much of your brain to talk, and you don't even realize how much of your brain is focused on the talking. Like, where's my— oh, I gave my axe to Clint. Where's my axe? You don't even realize how much of your brain is using up the ability to— or is being used by the ability to speak and cater to what's on screen and like be interesting, that you just make little weird errors. Oh, this is cool. I'm glad we came down here. It's the new farmer. How are you doing on this fine sunny day? You caught me in the middle of tending to my crops. I'm spreading some new Joja fertilizer on my crop field. I always use Joja fertilizer. It makes my crops stronger and healthier. I knew I didn't like you, Andy. Say, you're just getting started on Girl Farm. I have something for you to help you out. Don't give me any of that Joja fertilizer. I don't want it. I have some strawberry seeds for you. Fairhaven Farm strawberries have a good reputation in Grempleton and Chestervale. Well, okay, that's nice, I guess. I'll be sending them your way once I have the time. These here crops got me occupied. You have yourself a nice day, Tommy. Go get some dirt on ya. Okay, well, that was pretty nice. I thought he was like low-key plugging for Joja. Doing a little sponsored ad there. I don't want that. Doesn't it usually— yeah, there she is. Do you have a cauliflower, Miss Queen? Whoa, that's new. Does she look like that? There's no way she looks like that, and I've just never noticed. Cranberries, cave carrot, spangle seed, wood floor, purple mushroom, octopus tea sapling, cauliflower seed, plum pudding, Joja cola, luxury bookcase, rare seed. Oh, well, that's gonna be out, I guess, for the season. That's too bad. Really dumb of me. I've made a few mistakes. The fishing rod. Now this. Detrimental. Okay, well, it's 1:20. Let's take a little bit of food. Let's water the crops. Oh my god. Water the crops. Water the crops. Water the crops. Wake up every morning and you water the crops. This is not hard. I guess I could have done some more parsnips is probably what I should have done. It's not what I did. And a couple days before we get to summer, I will lay everything out. And that's kind of why I'm hoarding money as well right now too, because we still have a few days, but I don't want to not have money to buy seeds when summer comes. So I'm trying to hoard what I have and like build up a little bit so that we can buy everything right at the beginning of the season. And we'll set up a couple of rows of definitely blueberries. We're gonna have to get like a little bit of each one, obviously. And then I need to double check, but I think it was melons that need the gold star. Gold. Yeah, we've got melons. And then I'm gonna assume butternut squash is probably the one that goes with that. And I think you can, in summer, I think you can plant corn as well. And I always make the mistake of forgetting that you can do that because it carries for both seasons. So blueberries, melons, corn are going to be our priorities. So I'll set up like little patches for each of those. And I'm going to try to keep them pretty structured because right now I haven't been doing that. We're going to go to the mines for a couple of hours. It's also low-key, you guys. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. So I really should get off, but I'm trying to get through the next couple of days. And I'm enjoying it. I've been having a good time. I hope you guys have been too. Oh, I can't because I don't need it. I got a pickaxe and a dream. We'll take a pear or 2. What happened to my gold parsnip? I thought I had 4 of those. We'll take 2 of those. That should be good. Gotta pay better attention. There's gonna be a day where I just take my hoe and I go around the whole town and I get all of these little little bugs. These little worms sticking up out of the ground. I want to try hitting this. No, nothing. Just wanted to check and see. And you know what? Please don't destroy my tent. No, I'm here for you any day. I want to sacrifice one of those pears to him because we're not going to be in here probably a whole day anyway. And he deserves it, okay? He does. Who are your favorites in this game? I love Linus. I wouldn't say he's a favorite. I just like him. I'm trying to think of who my favorite character is. I feel very neutral on a lot of them. Is that bad? Like, I'm not, like, excited about them. But I tolerate them. Does that make sense? Like, oh my god, do I even have a favorite? I might not. I have a feeling I would really like Leah if I gave her the time of day, but I never see her around town and I don't go down to her house or anything. So I end up just never really getting to know her, unfortunately. I think Emily's a little weird. A pirate hat? I don't want that. The captain's hat. Well, okay, I mean, we're gonna wear it. Oh my god, it's awful. It looks like a Harry Potter hat. Look at its little face. It's awful. No, it's awful. Well, we're wearing it. What can you do? It's no witch's hat. I'll tell you that much. I cannot believe. It looks crazy. It looks like it's gonna talk to me any second. I don't like that. I guess I do like Sam. It's a weird random character to enjoy. Sam. I don't really like the wizard. I definitely don't like Morris. I like Harvey, but again, I don't spend enough time with him. And I see people talk mad crap about Harvey. Why don't people like Harvey? What's wrong with Harvey? Why is everyone so mean to Harvey? What's he doing? Come here, bug. Oh my god, not the bugs. These are the worst levels of the mines with these bugs. Not really into Willy very much either. Don't really care for Emily. I think she's a little weird. Did I already say that? I'm like ragging on Emily. Haley's funny. She's like mean, but she's funny. Like she says some of the funniest lines in this game, I feel. Don't care for Jody. I don't really like Pam or Shane. Oh god, do I like hate most of the characters in this game? I don't though. Like I have a fondness for all of them, but I guess I'm trying to think about like who would I be friends with in real life? And I don't know. I guess Leah would be the only one so far that piques my interests, at least. But to be honest with you, I'm kind of like that in real life anyway. I'm very picky about friends. Very, very picky. Especially the older I get. I'm 30 now. Making new friends. Oh my god, I'm so picky. I've had so many bad experiences. I'm sure we all have, right? And it shouldn't like cause you to become jarred towards building new relationships, but unfortunately, it's just been such a rough go. I had really, really unhealthy friendships in high school. I moved away early in high school because of it. Not just because of that, there was a lot of things going on, but no friend kept me in my hometown. I don't have any friends from high school. I just don't. I've also been unfortunate that I have moved a lot. I have lived in 3 different states. I moved to the UK about 2.5 years ago. This summer. It's actually been longer technically, but I was like back and forth for a while, and then I officially moved 2.5 years ago. And when you move countries, as you can imagine, you don't really keep friendships. That's not an easy thing to maintain. Oh no, I'm not dealing with this right now. I cannot. I just wanted to come in and do a little mining. I can't do all that. I hate the bugs. Oh, and we don't have a lot of energy either. Can I eat this? Yes. And our pear. So now that like I'm adult Tommy and I live in a new country, it's a whole other thing to like try to make new friendships. Work helps sometimes. Like obviously work is like a quick way to like make friends in a place where you literally know nobody. but it's not been as successful as you might imagine. Depends on like what you do for work, right? Because if you're, unfortunately, something that I routinely have in my life is that I end up in jobs where I'm always the oldest or the youngest in the situation. Like, when I was working in America, I worked a lot of corporate and office jobs. And kind of like more serious, like administrative roles and stuff like that. So with that, you tend to be, I was at the time, one of the youngest in the office, like almost always. And then I want to get past this though. No bugs, no. Oh, I can make a bug meat. We got to get out of here though. I just want to get over to these slimes. One bug meat. I want to eat this. I just want to see what it does. See, that's not even worth it. It's not. It's not. But I do want to get over to this bin. It was just sap. Okay, okay, we're gonna leave. 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 Now that I have moved to a new country, you really start over when you end up... When you're an immigrant in a new country, you really start over. Like, I have found that moving here, it's been incredibly difficult to find work. My degree means nothing here. It's like trying to beg someone when you're 14, 15, 16 years old for your first job all over again. No one wants to hire you. No one wants to deal with you if you're on a visa. Even though I'm not on a work visa of any kind, I am on like a family visa because of my husband. No one wants to deal with you. So finding work has been tough. And so I've had to take jobs that I normally wouldn't have to take in the United States. And I end up in environments where I'm surrounded by people much younger than me. And that's not a great thing for me. Like, that's really difficult to make friends. Because I'm not interested in being friends with, like, freshly 20-year-olds at my big old 30, you know? Fishing level 4? No. Yes, fishing level 4. And we can make the worm bin. And see, I need to get the smoker. And I don't know how to get that recipe. Life elixir for combat level 2. Okay. I'm gonna play one more day. We've been doing it in like batches of 10, basically. Seems to be going pretty well. And our copper pickaxe is ready. Oh, he's bringing me those strawberry seeds. Morning Tommy just dropped by to warn you about those crows flying about. I woke up to see him flocking over my crop field. Had to scare off a few. Well, if you had a scarecrow, like I do. I think your farm is fine. I live right by their forest, so I get a lot of them roosting in the trees, darn crows. Oh my god. Yup, there they are, darn scavengers. But looks like they aren't nibbling on your crops like they did to mine. Well, I'm sorry you lost your strawberries. Would be a good idea to build more of them scarecrows if you can. Might not be a bad idea to build a few myself. I'll go get started. Good luck, farmer. Thanks, man. Really looking out. I gotta get this hat off. So bad. Here are those strawberry seeds. How many do I get? 3. Here's 3 bags of strawberry seeds. These ought to help you during your first season in the valley. Farmers ought to stick together these days. I'm gonna plant them next season, though. Like, there's no point now, right? They don't even grow. Where is it? Takes 8 days to mature. Yeah, and they're spring seeds. No, we're not doing that right now. We can try to get a bunch of those together for next season, and then we're gonna be in. It's gonna be great. Where's all my stone? Oh, I put it in here. Stop. Rice shoot, which is basically for sale, and we'll do a little bit of these, I guess, right now. Oh, some of our crops are up. The rest of these... Why have these not sprouted at all? How many? Like, I cannot remember planting them that much after. We got some more cucumbers, which is awesome. I'm gonna save some of them for pickling, right? They would make pickles? And I know I probably should put more parsnips down, right? Oh, we almost made it. I'm trying to think. I guess some more parsnips would be maybe the move. Just a couple more. Maybe 10 more. Go pick those up real quick. And get rid of pretty much all of these. I'm gonna keep one just in case someone wants something weird, Jody. And we're all set on this actually, because you can't make any more bars. Oh, we gotta go get our pickaxe anyway. Our regular axe. Our wood axe. Okay. We're good. Axe, Pierre's. Or Pierre's axe. Doesn't matter. We also gotta take this hat off because I can't keep looking at it, especially from the side. It's awful. Why do I catch you every morning? I don't want to work today. Just quit that job, kid. It sounds like it sucks there. You only live once. Why waste your existence? Shane's birthday. Do I care about Shane's birthday? No. I guess I should care a little bit. I end up weirdly always high hearts with Shane for no reason. I will put in no effort, no work whatsoever. Can I do anything for you? Well, maybe, Harvey, if you ask. Maybe, I mean, maybe. 4 days. So we'll do 10 of these. Otherwise, it's such a waste, right? If we don't. And we're gonna go get my axe. Take care. Okay. Whoa, do you normally strut around town like this? Hello. Okay, Morris. Oh, it's locked. I didn't want to talk to Morris anyway, let's be honest. I feel like I don't like that he's so available in Expanded, but what can you do? Nice. And then, you know what we'll do? We'll go over to that tree and see if, I don't know, it might be silver, so don't anyone get very excited because I could be totally wrong here. But if we can knock down those little stumps that are around that tree, we can get another piece for the community center. So might as well try. And if not, at least I know. So we can try to upgrade for the next thing. I'm definitely not low enough in the mines. And I'd like to get my pickaxe done. But once you do the pickaxe, you can't go in the mines for 2 days. So I've been hesitating to worry about that one too much. It would be nice if like very early into summer, we could have everything upgraded. Or in these last 2 days of spring, I can go get my watering can done. Definitely. Yeah, because this is obnoxious. And I want to plant a lot more crops for next season. And I want to really invest some of my money there. So if we're not going to be able to afford sprinklers, which it looks like we're definitely not, then I can't. I gotta have the next thing. See, I don't think we're going to be able to break these. We can. Look at that. It was all worth it. It's the ones on the right there that are like logs. I don't think you can break those. Cool. And then we get these. Yeah, we can't break this yet. Awesome. So we have that there. What is this? Minecart doesn't work. Yes, let's clear out a little bit on this side. Do some farm clearing. We'll go to the community center. I was thinking, this is very long-term things, but there must be Disney-based mods for this game. There has to be. Like, even if it's like Disney clothes, or maybe somebody put some Disney characters in and there's like special storylines you can go through with some Disney characters. There's gotta be Disney-based mods for this game. If any of you know any, please let me know. I haven't looked. But I just keep thinking to myself, since I'm primarily like a Sims content creator that does Disney Sims stuff, but so many of you have liked this Stardew Valley playthrough, like, wouldn't it be so fun to do some kind of a mega modded Disney playthrough if there's enough mods to like sustain something like that? Like if I could make it really interesting and get a lot of new storylines or like whatever, it would depend on the mods that are available, but I just think there must be some good ones. I know people make mods where you can like romance a whole bunch of characters and it'll be like their own characters, so I'm like, surely someone has gone in and done some Disney ones, right? I don't know. So it was just something I was considering. My way of bringing Disney into everything that I do. But I am also enjoying the change of pace, like because of the nature of the Disney save file. I spend so much time talking about it and researching Disney things and watching movies. And then I'm also a pin collector, and I do a lot of TikTok content that is Disney based and pin collecting based. So a lot of my life revolves around Disney things. And believe it or not, since so much of it is like Disney content based, when I'm in my like day-to-day life and after I'm done, I don't really want to do anything else like that. So I just completely check out of Disney stuff and I play very normal games and I don't talk about Disney at all. And well, me and my husband do, but mostly because we travel there like pretty frequently. So we'll be talking about trips and stuff or like news. It comes up more than you would think. Disney adults. So it happens. It's the name of the game, kind of. I'm gonna throw... Well, actually, we should just keep these mixed seeds because I'm pretty sure they'll work next season for the next things anyway, which is what we would want. We'll go donate that. We did just get the next level of foraging, which is crazy. And I'm so high on fishing. I'm doing so good. It's like, it's really the mining that's lacking. I need to go into the mines and just grind the mine out. Like, just not even worry about fighting necessarily. So maybe that's how we'll spend our last day. That'd be okay, right? And I'm putting one of these through the bin. One of them is going to go to the community center. I'll eat the other one. And we'll bring 2 of these. 1 of these. Cool. We are on it. Community center. I thought there was going to be a cutscene. That was a long break. Oh, I can't go mining. I have no energy. Burnt it all. We could go for a little bit if I eat all of these. There we go. We're back on track. What are you two doing? Where are you guys going? You want a date? I'm feeling an urge to go shopping. I wish there was a mall here. Me too, girl. My arms are really sore, but that's the sign of progress for a guy like me. Okay, Alex. See, Alex and I don't vibe with Alex. Alex and I... no thank you. He gives dude bro. I don't know. He's a lot sometimes. He gives like exactly the answer I would think he would give. You ever accidentally pick an answer in this game because you think it's gonna be what the character wants you to say, and you pick it, and they didn't want you to say that, and they like get mad and they yell at you? Like, I think I know some of these characters pretty well, and then I say something. There was one dialogue once with, I think Abigail? No, it was Penny. And I said something. I want to say it was like George. George had some dialogue about like being old. And I picked something that was like, oh, I kind of hope I die young so I don't have to experience something like that. Do you know my dad, Demetrius? He's a scientist. I have a lot of fun helping him out in the laboratory. Yeah. Pelican Town. Built in recognition of Stardew Valley's elegance. Sure. I picked something like, I hope I die young so I don't have to deal with that. I don't know why I thought she would want me to say that. Maybe it was like more my honest answer. And she goes, that is a horrible thing to say. And I just know I lost hearts with her. Our house is in such a beautiful area, don't you think? Okay, bragging. Let's see. If compounds in the rhizosphere contain sufficient carbon levels of carbon-13, then... Oh, sorry, I was pondering some data and I didn't notice you there. Okay, bragging. God, you two. Love you both. We have one more of these that we can eat. See how good it is. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And we're here to mine. So it's not going to last very long anyway because this just drains your energy. And the next episode I need to take off this hat. So none of us have to look at it any longer because this is crazy. Hopefully we can get down to 20 in this well, no, I'm not going to focus on getting down to 20. Because we're here to mine. And get geodes. If I can get the next level before the end of today. Awesome. We are going to kill these bugs though, because if they turn into fly ones, fly fleas, I will freak out. There is while I'm watching all of my shows that I've been like trying to get through on Netflix and stuff, depending on the era of when something takes place, I have this really fun coloring book that's like, it's called like Coloring Through the Eras, and it's like cute little animals dressed in period specific clothing doing period specific tasks. And so like I watched the new season of Bridgerton, of course, and there was Regency era coloring pages in there. So I'm like I'm watching Bridgerton coloring Regency pages, and then there was something else I watched, and I love coloring like whatever is the correct time period in this book based off of what I'm watching. It's so funny. Sometimes it doesn't always overlap, or like I don't have a coloring page for it, but it's one of my favorite coloring books. If I think of it, I'll link it down below if you're a colorer like me, if you caught onto that fad of like a few years ago, adult coloring used to be such a thing. And they made all these like adult coloring books, and they were these like super intricate designs meant to take a lot of time, and they would call them like relaxing coloring books or whatever. I didn't find them very relaxing because it's so much work. And now I fell into like coloring TikTok, and Kokuwayu, I believe, is the artist that makes one of them, and then Bobby Good, I think, is the other really famous artist. They make these like really cutesy animals, like little teddy bears and stuff, just doing activities, and they're meant for alcohol markers, these coloring books. Oh, see, we're done already. That's all. That's too bad. And I have always, like, I had been collecting alcohol markers even before that. I had Copic markers and things like that. And then I got onto the bandwagon, bought a bunch of Woohoo markers. Now I've got my whole little collection. And when I'm bored and I want to do something artsy at night, but I don't want to think about it too much, it's the perfect thing to do. Especially if you're watching a show that you kind of don't really like. Like when I was watching Love Through a Prism or whatever, and I knew I was going to end up like not completing it, I was coloring through the entire thing because it was so bad that I needed something else to look at, quite frankly. If I think of it, I'll link in my description box some of the coloring books I'm mentioning because they're cheap. They're like 10 to 12 pounds on Amazon. And you get yourself a little set of Copic markers. You can use Crayola. You can use whatever you want. And it's fun. It's relaxing. I don't care. I don't think it's weird. Like, people are like, you're an adult, you're coloring. Like, I don't care. I'm having fun. I'm existing. Who cares? It's so weird to get mad at people for, like, enjoying things. Like, you're actually so odd for that. Let's put one of these in before we go to bed, actually. I'm gonna keep this amethyst for now. Oh, actually, this probably needs to go to, yeah, the museum. So let me leave it in my inventory so that I don't forget. And I'll remember exactly what I'm doing next episode. Donate that, that. Get us all set up for tomorrow with our, no, not that one. Watering can, where are you? Watering can, geodes. Get rid of the stone, and that's gonna be it. That's all we need. Do I not have a dresser in this house to get rid of this hat? Oh no. Don't you usually get a dresser? Am I stuck with this hat? Well, no, I guess I could take it off in my inventory. Okay. With that being said, and the level 4 foraging, we are done for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you thought of everything down below. Have you been enjoying these? Any recommendations, tips and tricks? No spoilers, please. But in general, tips and tricks, greatly appreciated. Thank you so much for joining me for Stardew Valley Expanded, and I will talk to you all in the next one.